Sports, the NBA playoffs here. We've got the Timberwolves versus the Memphis Grizzlies here. I'm excited to see this one here, especially to play at point guard for each of these teams here. So I'm certainly looking forward to seeing the guards here, along with the big men, especially down there for the Timberwolves here. This should be a great matchup. And so already early in this one, we see a lot of defense being played early in this one. So we've got the, let's see, drives it inside there. Timberwolves playing good defense. And so, yeah, both of these teams, they went 2-2 in the regular season against each other. So both of these teams are coming in here with a lot of confidence here. And we've got a lot of star power in this one as well. And so certainly looking forward to seeing how this is going to play out here. Of course, Ja Morant averaging 27.4 points per game, the most in Grizzlies franchise history. Grizzlies with the step back three, no good. All right, but that's going to set up some easy points there for D'Angelo Russell. He gets the 2 points there for the Timberwolves. Grizzlies with the basketball, drives inside, lays it up, misses it. Minnesota gets the rebound, crosses half court. Working the ball around the perimeter here. Carmichael, what's good with you? What's good with you, Carmichael? How are you doing? How are you doing? It's great to see you. Meanwhile, the score right now, Timberwolves 2, Grizzlies 0. Wolves about to inbound the ball. All right, has the ball up top here. Russell pulls up, misses that one. Able to get the loose ball. Pulls the three from downtown and gets it to fall. All right, Timberwolves up 5-0 in this one. That was Edwards with the three-point shot. Grizzlies have it. Trying to establish their will here early in this one. Gets inside and gets the tough 2 points. And boy, was it tough. Timberwolves with the basketball already crossed half court. Edwards, who hit the last three, he has it. Gonna take another shot here and gets that one to fall. Talking about waking up in the zone here. Okay, let's go. 7-2 is our score right now. Timberwolves up in this one. Grizzlies with the basketball. Ja Morant has it, sets the pick for him. Kicks it out for the pass. He's got it on the wing. Gets inside. Draws the contact. Carmichael says you're doing great. That's great to hear. And happy Easter to you as well, Carmichael. Absolutely. Happy Easter to you as well. Meanwhile, Grizzlies inbound the ball. Stepped out of bounds here. So stepped out of bounds. Again, we've got 9 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Timberwolves bring the basketball up court. Crossing half court here. Sets the screen. Now D'Angelo Russell. Nice pass down low. And he kicks it out in the corner for three. Missed that one. But they keep possession here. Doing a great job of winning those loose ball fights. Shoots another three. Missed that one. Got the rebound again. And this time they get 2 points. Minnesota's up 9-2 in this one. Grizzlies are going to call a full timeout here. So they want to call a full timeout with about 9 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first quarter here. So far, Minnesota, I like the energy they're playing with so far in this one. But yeah, Carmichael, who are you rooting for in this one? Are you going for the Timberwolves or are you going for the Grizzlies? For me, I mean, it's a tough one, honestly, for me to choose between these two teams. I mean, I like a lot of players on these two teams here, but I would love to see the Grizzlies come out of this series, though. I will say that. I would love to see the Grizzlies come out of this series. Really want to see them make a strong push this year. Coach Dante, what's good with you? What's good with you? And so, yeah, you already know, man, getting ready for this one. I hope that this turns out to be a great one here. And so definitely excited about that. I mean, honestly, players on both of these teams, there's a lot to like for me for players on both of these teams here. But ultimately, I want to see the Grizzlies come out and win this series here. I mean, quite frankly, Ja Morant, I'm just a big fan. I think he's right now my favorite player in the NBA right now, honestly, Ja Morant. So that just goes to speak volumes in terms of just how much I enjoy watching this kid play. Well, who are you rooting for in this one? And again, right now, we're currently at the commercials as the Grizzlies were forced to call a full timeout as they trail right now 9-2. Braden, what's good with you? What's good with you, Braden? How's it going? You're glad to see you here. Let me know who you're rooting for in this one. But glad to see you here. And again, right now, we're currently at the commercial thanks to the timeout here. But the Timberwolves lead this one 9-2 over the Grizzlies early in this one. All right, we should be returning to the action very soon. Braden says, I like your Memorial Haskins gone too soon. And so, oh, yeah, man. I mean, that one right there. I mean, I did not realize before, but yeah, he's only 5 days younger than my brother. And so I was like, wow, just separated by 5 days in terms of their birthday, born the same year. And so definitely tough, definitely tough. I did purchase like some t-shirts, a hoodie, all that stuff in my memory to remember Dwayne Haskins by for sure. So I'm just waiting on that stuff to arrive. All right, but meanwhile, got another turnover here. So this time the Grizzlies, they benefit from that turnover there. Ja Morant, he's got it. He goes inside, takes on two guys there. And so there was a lot of contact on that play. Referees letting these guys go out here and play. But there was a lot of contact on that play, but they got the 2 points there. Regardless, 9-4 is our score. So now we've got a foul call here. But yeah, guys, let me know who you guys rooting for in this one. Do you guys want to see the Timberwolves win, or do you guys want to see the Grizzlies win this one? And how many games do you think it's going to go? Let's see. Braden says he wants the Grizzlies to win as well. Bet. Meanwhile, Timberwolves with the basketball. Takes the jumper and gets that one to fall. My goodness. Anthony Edwards. I mean, he's already out here, got himself about a good 7 points in this one already. But Ja Morant and the Grizzlies have the basketball here. Cuts inside. Look at that speed and nice finish at the rim. My goodness. Look at that. I mean, talk about being able to switch gears like so smooth and so quickly. He went in there super quick. Meanwhile, Kyle Anthony Edwards tried to get in there. They tied the ball up there, but these guys are going in there aggressively. Nothing is coming easy in this game. Oh, man, Mob, what's good with you? What's good with you? And you say, what's up, JB and everyone? Glad to have you here, old man. Braden says Ohio State honored him at their spring game. And so, yeah, I saw that, and I saw what CJ Stroud did. And so absolutely love that right there. Because, I mean, it wasn't that long ago that he was, enrolled in the university, if you really think about it. I mean, a lot of those kids that were freshmen probably his senior year, or his last year, they probably are now seniors now. So some of them may have actually shared the campus with him. Let's see, old man says, and happy early Easter to everyone who celebrates Easter. So, yeah, happy early Easter to everyone indeed. Absolutely. All right, so here we go, guys. Grizzlies at the free throw line, gets that one to fall. Score right now is 11-7. Here in the first quarter, about 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. Second free throw's on the way, and that one is good as well. All right, 11-8. Braden says, I don't want to see Minnesota teams do well. Gee, Braden, so that extends to the NBA as well. Oh, man. And so Karl Anthony Towns with the three from downtown. Okay, 14-8. 7 minutes and 32 seconds to go. But Ja Morant gets inside, draws the contact. Almost got that and one there, but he'll be going to the free throw line to try to get 2 points here. But yeah, that was a smooth shot right there by Karl Anthony Towns. All right, Ja Morant gets that free throw to fall. All right, just free throws up. Missed that one. Oh, but nice job getting a rebound and putting it up. 14-11. That's our score with 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here we go, Timberwolves. Make the pass. Karl Anthony Towns. He wants to go inside there. Ball goes out of bounds, but possession will stay here. Karl Anthony Towns is looking like, where is that foul? They're playing aggressive, though. They are playing aggressive. Let's see. Old man says that he wants Pat Beverly to win a championship. That would be insane. The celebration he would do, that would be insane. And it would drive Clipper fans insane too, which is not a bad thing coming from a Laker fan. And so Karl Anthony Towns, look at that flex afterwards. He wants to show he can be a bully down low as well. But here goes the Grizzlies. Getting inside, gets that one off the glass. Okay, Desmond Bain. Timberwolves crossing half court here. Cuts inside. And so, oh, what a block. Oh, they're going to call that foul. Okay. I mean, not much you can do. I mean, he did the best he can do in terms of trying to be aggressive defensively there. Braden says, hey, JB, we don't need to kill Harry anymore. I beg to differ. I think you guys do. I think you guys can certainly use him. I wouldn't bank on Sammy Watkins. I would not do that. So I'm sorry to tell you that, but you guys certainly can still use him. Meanwhile, free throws good. All right, 17-13. Just watch his Arizona State tape. Don't pay attention to what he did with the pass. Just look at him back when he was at Arizona State. What series am I looking forward to the most? Well, for me, it's the Brooklyn and Boston series. I mean, quite frankly, that is the one I'm looking forward to. I'm streaming that one tomorrow. Looking forward to that one. If it wasn't for that, though, I probably would be streaming the Heats and the Hawks because, living in Atlanta, I want to see the Hawks do big things. I'm from Miami, so those two teams right there, got a lot of history with those two teams. But at the end of the day, Celtics and the Nets. Meanwhile, Minnesota from downtown gets the three. 21-13. 6 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ja Morant gets inside again, kicks it out, pulls the three, misses it. Timberwolves get the rebound. Crossing half court here. Kicks it out. Gonna pull. Oh, nice pass down low. Got to make it count, and he did. All right. That was an excellent pass down low. I would have pulled the jumper. Coach would have been looking at me like, son, what are you doing? Let's see, old man says, if I had to pick an NBA player to have my back, it's definitely Pat Beverly. He's for real. You know what? now that the guys like, your Ron Artest and all like that out of the league, your Matt Barnes, basically, if he's on your side and he doesn't do any stupid fouls and stuff like that, then I'm all for it. He's been a guy that since he played with the Clippers, I was not fond of him because he was with the Clippers. And as a Lakers fan, y'all know how I feel about the Clippers here. But that aside, I like the energy that he plays with and that relentless defense that he plays with. He's going to go out there. He's going to headbutt a Devin Booker if he's got to make that impact. So best believe that. Karl-Anthony Towns puts it up, and it is going to fall in. It bounced around about 3 times on the rim and decided, all right, I'm going to go in this time. 12-point game, 25-13. Memphis Grizzlies are already in the bonus, though, although they trail by 12. And so Ja Morant, look at that. I wish I shot like that in high school. Maybe I would be playing on TV right now if I did. Timberwolves pass it. Karl-Anthony Towns being aggressive. When you see a big man going in like that, good things are going to happen, at least for the offense. So 27-15 is our score with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's see, old man says, Braden Packers definitely needing to kill Harry. Tell this man, that's a fact. Packers should trade us a 6th-round pick for him. I say a 6th-round pick this year and a 7th-round pick in next year's draft as well. Go ahead and make it happen. Get you that future 1st-round pick, Braden. That's going to make you proud. Go ahead and do that. Watch the Arizona State tape. I'm telling you. All right, Karl-Anthony Towns here at the free throw line. And he's just getting all the friendly rolls today. 28-15 is our score. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. All right, but here comes the Grizzlies. Makes the pass there. Gets it inside. Going to hand it off. Jump shot up, and it's good. All right, 28-17 is our score. 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first. All right, Timberwolves pass it back outside for 3. Miss it. Ball goes out of bounds, but they're saying possession will stay. Let's see. Braden says they played against each other last year in the playoffs, but they were the opposite seeds. And so facts. You know what? Facts. And so Braden says, no, old man, I'd rather draft 2 receivers. All right, but here we go, guys. Let's see. In the first quarter, the Grizzlies called another full timeout here. So Grizzlies, this is their 2nd full timeout here that they've called here. And so the score right now is Timberwolves 30, while the Grizzlies have 17. Let's see. Old man says, okay, make it a 7th round, and you can have them. Let's see. Mike, what's good? What's good with you, Mike? Mike says, JB, how are my Grizzlies? And so, hey, the Grizzlies, I know right now they're losing right now, but obviously it's still early in this one. But overall in this series, I expect them to do some work here, do some damage. It's going to be a good series. It's going to be a very good series. I mean, we got a lot of young guys going after it here, trying to make legacies and stuff like that. And so I'm telling you, it's good. You see Karl-Anthony Towns here for the Timberwolves. He's got 12 points in this one, 5 of 7 out there in the court, and he even hit a 3-pointer, his only 3-point attempt so far in this one. And, of course, Anthony Edwards, how can we forget him? 11 points so far in this one. And so I like what they're doing. And that's for the Grizzlies so far in this one. Ja Morant, he's got 7 points in this one. I expect my man to have more than 30 points tonight. That's what I'm expecting. Brooks, he's got 6 points in this one as well. And so some good things happening so far in this one. But as of right now, the difference is honestly Timberwolves, they're getting the loose balls right now. They're getting the lucky breaks so far in this one. But the Grizzlies, I'm telling you, like, this is the type of game that I expect to see a lot of lead changes and stuff. And I expect the Grizzlies to have runs, Timberwolves to have runs, stuff like that. And so Mike said, I appreciate that, Mike. Mike got the thumbs up here for us. Make sure you guys, if you have not already, that you do go ahead and press that thumbs up button here, and let's continue to help this channel grow. But I appreciate that, Mike. And I know that tonight is also supposed to be the opening night of, I believe, the USFL tonight at 7:30 Eastern time, I believe. I forget. I think it's New Jersey versus Birmingham is playing tonight. I would have streamed that one if it was not for the NBA playoffs, but you guys know got to prioritize that NBA playoffs first over that one. But I wish they had a different time that they could have been playing that. It would have been nice to get that one as well. But appreciate that, Mike. Let's see. Mike says, where your guy Baker going? In terms of where is Baker going? I was thinking about this long and hard. At first, I was thinking Seahawks. I still think Seahawks make the most sense for him. But in terms of, I started thinking Carolina and all like that. You know, like, honestly, it would not take much to acquire him. If the Browns agree to take some of that salary, it might make a little bit more sense. Therefore, in the first round, you could go lineman. However, just seeing Robbie Anderson, and he made a comment earlier when a fan suggested Baker to the Panthers, and he was like, no, that tells me all I need to know. So he might not want to go there. Seattle is probably the only place for him to go, honestly. And Pittsburgh, don't kid yourself, guys. If you can get someone like Malik Willis or another quarterback that you like, make that move. Don't go ahead and get Baker Mayfield. It's just not worth it. Don't go take on another man's problems. That's my philosophy. Don't take on another man's problems. All right, but we're returning back to the action here, guys, and we got 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go here. Grizzlies are going to inbound the ball, and let's see what they do with it. All right, John Moran takes the basketball here, crosses half court. They set a screen for him, makes the pass here. He's going to drive inside. All right, but they got that foul there. Pat Bev, the smart defender that he is, going to make that foul early there, probably saving 2 points. Let's see, Mike says there are 3 really good edge rushers, then huge drop off. And so that's why if you identify someone that you like, you got to do it early. If you don't do it, in my opinion, in round 1, then you got to wait until maybe, I don't know, I feel comfortable maybe like late 3rd round, 4th round-ish. And even then, like as you say, the quality does drop off. And so absolutely. All right, but here we go, guys. Free throws are made, and so here we go. Timberwolves with the basketball here. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Pat Bev goes in there aggressively, but missed that one. He missed it. He's known for his defense, guys. So give this man a break. Here comes the Grizzlies here. They're down by 11. Sets the pick for him. Drives inside. All right, he forced them to, I like that, forced them to blow that whistle there. Continue to be aggressive and attack the basket there. Man, I wish I had this man's skill set, honestly. Braden says, I think we're good, old man. You can trade him to the Vikings so Kirk Cousins can overthrow him. Let's see, old man says, JB, I've been trying to get any team to take him for a 6 or a 7. I mean, honestly, you would think there's got to be someone desperate enough out there to do this. Someone has to be desperate enough to do this. I mean, shoot, I might hit the Saints and be like, well, you guys, you never know. You bring a guy like this, combine him with Jameis, Jameis throws that deep ball. Who knows? Who knows? We're talking a 6 or a 7 here. Take the chance. All right, but this time we have the Timberwolves calling their first time out here. So we got about 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter, guys. Score right now, Timberwolves 30, Grizzlies 19. Both teams are currently in a bonus right now. Let's see, Mike says Hutchinson. And so I got a lot of respect for Hutchinson. Best believe that. And it's coming from a non-biased spot since he's from Michigan. Let's see, Mike says Kayvon. And so, yeah, Kayvon, that's right, Kayvon. Another one. I mean, I know there's a couple people that have a little bit more questions with Kayvon, but honestly, I feel like he's going to be good. I don't know if he'll be quite as good as Aiden is, but I feel that he'll be good. He'll give you a solid, 11 years in this league. At least a solid 11 years in this league. However, who should take him? That's a lot. That's tough. That's tough. I feel the choice not in love with him. And at the second pick, you want to take someone that you are in love with. Let's see, old man says, Braden, I've been trying to get a deal done with any team. And so, yeah, any team, literally any team. Let's see, Mike says Trayvon Walker is going to be great. So, yep, that he is. I mean, he's a star. Let's see, Mike says, did you watch Twitch FCF on football? And so I did not. I did not. The Fan Control League, I did not watch that. Mike says Manziel and T.O. team tonight. And so, bet. And again, guys, we're currently right now at the commercial. So we are not missing anything right now, guys, but we're currently at the commercial. Let's see. Braden says, I don't think you're going to get anything for him, old man. Old man said he's moving to Canada. Let's see. Old man says, I know I'm going to keep trying. And so let's see. Braden says, hey, JB, if you have some time before the draft, could you do a first round mock draft live? And so actually I was talking with old man. And so we'll probably do one together. I was going to make it just like a Patriot one, but I probably can audible that one and make it to like every team. Cause I feel like at this point, it'd probably be best to do an entire team, like everybody first round pick here. And so I may even pick up possibly a third person as well. So we just have multiple brains here and then just talk about the pick before we make the pick here. But I definitely do want to do something like that. Weekends have been my best time, but obviously I'm going to have to dedicate that to the playoffs and stuff like that. So I have to find a time that I'm not working that NBA playoffs are not taking place at. That's the only dilemma right now. And so, but certainly I want to do something like that. Absolutely. Let's see. Mike says, Bill's about to take a cornerback challenge 3 years in a row with no cornerback. So third year in a row, Mahomes can crush us secondary. And so, I mean, maybe this might be the year. I feel like this might be the year. And I know that a lot of talk about Andrew Booth might be going to a team like the Patriots or something. But on second thought, knowing how Bill likes to get a corner in round 2 or 3, it's a possibility that Andrew Booth from Clemson, he may end up being a Buffalo Bill, I think. I'm starting to think that's a possibility. I could see him in the AFC East either as a Patriot or as a Bill. All right, but here we go, guys. Timberwolves with the basketball, double screen set. Guys going in motion. Let's see what. Step back. Gets the 2 points. I like it. Edwards, he's came to play tonight. 32-21 is our score. Ja Morant, he has it. He wants to answer back. Puts it up there. Gets it despite the contact. All right, 32-23. Edwards has it here. And so this is what I love so much about this game that really intrigued me. All these young stars going at it here. This is what we can expect to see for at least the next decade and all like that. And so Opte almost whipped the ball there. Grizzlies maintain possession there. Gets it inside. Puts the shot up. I mean, they are hacking my man out there. But you know what? He's fired up. He's all about that contact. Braden says the passing to draft the receiver, but I can't be the one the Packers, but it can't be the one the Packers want. And so at this point, Braden, I don't think the Pats are going to take one in round 1. That's just not what we're going to do. And our defense needs a lot of work. And I trust Bill's ability to draft a defensive player that can make an impact. Sometimes you get caught up drafting by need, and it costs you because you draft the position that you need. Like when we took N'Keal Harry, we took the wrong receiver, yes, but we thought we needed a receiver rather than draft someone that you know for a fact is going to make an impact for 10 plus years because needs change. But if you have that guy that's going to make that impact for years to come, I'm telling you, that will certainly help out. So if we can get someone on that defensive side that can be a star for our defense for hopefully a decade, I know Bill's a little cheap, so maybe 7 years, but something like that, that'd be great. Meanwhile, Timberwolves with the 3. Missed that one. Get their own rebound. Another 3-point attempt goes up. Missed that one as well. Karl-Anthony Towns gets the rebound. They're working around the perimeter. Goes inside, lays it up, and gets it to fall. All right. When you're putting in that kind of work on the boards and you're able to get second chance opportunities, third chance opportunities, you're going to be in a great position. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies fire off that 3 and get it to fall. All right, 34-28. It's like I said, I expect both teams to keep going at it. This is going to be an exciting series to watch in this one. Definitely a series that I have marked on my calendar. Karl-Anthony Towns has it, kicks it in the corner for 3 and gets it to fall. Okay, so bring your own 3-point shot tonight. Everything's falling, guys. And Ja Morant with the nice finish, I'm telling you. Look at this kid go. 37-30. That's our score. But the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns, look at that. A little bit of happy feet there, but being aggressive. These boys are already fired up. They're in full playoff mode here. There's no let's fill this one out. No, these guys are here to win. Again, these two teams, they split in the regular season 2-2. So I'm telling you, this has the potential for a 7-game series, guys. I'm telling you, a 7-game series. It has that type of potential. All right, Grizzlies inbound the ball. Crossing half court here. All right, so we've got a foul here. Let's see. Old man says we either going to take Mechie or Belt in the second round. And so the more I think about it, old man, the more I like the idea of taking Belt. But if we get Mechie as well, either one of those two guys, I'm happy. I'm all smiles. I'm all in for it. I'm all about that, honestly. I hope that happens. I really do. Meanwhile, Grizzlies missed that first free throw attempt. Score right now is Minnesota 37, and then you've got the Grizzlies 30. I'm sorry, Timberwolves. Grizzlies 30. And we got 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. All right, that free throw is good. 6-point game, 37-31. And so we've got the Timberwolves bringing the ball across half court here. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play. It has been very exciting. A lot of offense here. And they're looking like they want to double Karl Anthony Towns here. Working the ball around the perimeter right now, trying to find that high-quality shot. Less than 5 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Got to get a shot up here. Karl Anthony Towns does just that, unable to hit the rim there. And so, yeah, possession will be going towards Memphis. Let's see. Braden says, yeah, old man, those two receivers don't seem to be getting talked about as much. And so those are the type of guys that Bill wants, the kinds that are not going to be talked about that much. Now, David Bell, honestly, anybody that watched Big Ten football, I don't know why he's not getting talked about more. The kid is going to be great. I guarantee it. He's going to be great. I think best fit for him would be the Chicago Bears, personally. I feel like he'd have a tremendous opportunity there, and they could certainly use him the most. But I don't think they're going to do that. But if they don't take him, we will. We will. I promise that. If I was in charge anyways, we would. All right, guys, but we're getting ready to see some free throw attempts coming up here for the Timberwolves here. They lead this one by 6, 37-31. And again, with both teams being in the bonus right now. First free throw is up. Missed that one. Still a 6-point game with 1:32 left to go. Let's see, old man says, JB, have you been noticing Marlon Humphrey been tweeting a lot about how he misses his Alabama teammate, Andrew Don? And so I have not seen those tweets. I have not. All right, so he connects on that free throw attempt, 38-31. 1:28 left to go. Grizzlies with the basketball. Looking to set a screen for him. Makes the pass. Has it on the wing, kicks it back out. You've got Steven Adams coming to set the pick. Drives inside. Lays it up there. Missed that one. These are the moments of the game that's super critical here for the Grizzlies. Oh, what a nice rip right there. Nice job here for the Grizzlies. You've got to continue to play hard here when Morant's on the bench. Kicks it out. Makes the pass. Drives inside, puts it up. Oh, and they missed that one. But the ball is still loose. Steven Adams diving on the floor for it. Goes inside and puts it up. Nice job there. 38-33. We've got about 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. Timberwolves pass the ball here, gets it in the corner, shoots the three, and gets it to fall. Every time I feel like it gets to about 3, 4, 5 points here, they come with a deadly three-point shot. They're hitting it tonight for the Timberwolves, and they're up 41-33. Grizzlies have the ball up top. Picks up his dribble, makes the pass, shoots the three, misses that one. Timberwolves get the rebound. That's really a big difference as well so far in this one. Matter of fact, let's see. Their rebound difference so far in this one, the Timberwolves so far in this game, they have a total of 12 rebounds. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies have a difference of 7 rebounds so far in this one. But the Timberwolves, when it comes to offensive rebounds so far in this one, they have 4 offensive rebounds. And so, yeah, here we go at the end of the first quarter, guys. The score right now, Minnesota Timberwolves 41, Memphis Grizzlies 33 in this one, separated by 8 points here in the first quarter of game 1 in this series. Let's see, Braden says, this is going to be a fun series that I hope the Grizzlies win, even though they'll probably play my Warriors. And so, all right, so Braden is a Warriors fan here, so I will keep that in mind. How do you feel about the Warriors? How does it just feel being back in the playoffs? Let's first keep things in perspective here. How does it feel being back in the playoffs and seeing, obviously we know the stuff with, Curry, his situation and all like that injury-wise, but just seeing your Golden State Warriors and what they've done all season. What has this season been like for your Warriors? Let me know that, Braden. As the old man says, Packers should take Sky Moore with one of their first-round picks. A-Rod would get the best out of Moore. And so, you know what? That would be good. That would be good. Let's see. Braden says, maybe, old man, I haven't watched his highlights, so I don't know how good he is. Appreciate the honesty there. Let's see. Braden says, I think Bell isn't getting talked about because you know what? When it comes to 40 times, that's how guys slide to round 2, round 3, and so forth. Because obviously, in the first round, you want your guys that can just flat out go out there and run. Everybody falls in love with the 40 time. Well, there's 2 types of fast when it comes to the NFL. There's 40 time fast, and then there's game speed fast. And David Bell, no doubt in my mind, he's game speed fast and stuff like that. 40 time. He'll leave something to be desired, but on that field, you won't notice that difference. Guarantee that. You won't notice that difference. And so whoever gets him, whether it be, he's going to be drafted in round 2. I feel like I don't see him dropping to round 3, but round 2, he will get drafted. And whoever gets him, they are getting a man of a receiver. No doubt about that. Let's see. Old man says, yeah, he tweeted out that he can't do his yearly Raven yard sale without Judon. Plus, it's rumored he was in Boston hanging out with Judon a week ago. So, yeah, let's keep that recruiting going. Let's keep it going. Let's see. Braden says, first to 150 wins game 1. Woo, 150. Can you imagine if that'd be the – I mean, hey, the way that this is happening here, that, hey, first one there may very well get it. Let's see. Braden says, they've lost to some bad teams and they've had injuries. And so, yeah, injuries will tear apart a team. But I tell you what, Braden, just be thankful your season did not go like how my team season went. Just be thankful for that, Braden. Absolutely. Absolutely. But again, guys, we're currently right now at the commercial because of the end of the first quarter. And so we're getting ready to start the second quarter sometime soon here. And what an offensive display we've had so far in this one. This has been a really good offensive display. Yes, Braden says they've also been inconsistent. And so, yeah, inconsistencies will hurt you. I promise you that. Like, that's when we were back in, talking about March Madness early on. I was talking about my Buckeyes. Despite all the offensive weapons that we had and all like that, guys just going to go on and get drafted. We were not consistent at all. Consistency was something that we did not have at all. Meanwhile, Timberwolves shoot the 3. And, man, I mean, look at this shooting, though. I mean, if I shot like that, guys, you guys be watching me play right now because this is just lights out shooting by the Timberwolves here, 44-33. We got a guy hitting the floor here. And the Grizzlies go in there. Oh, come on. You get that close, baby. I want to see you finish and get that in one opportunity. It's an 11-point game right now. Grizzlies will be going to the free throw line here. Let's see if Clark can get these free throws. Misses the first free throw attempt. Let's see. Braden says, but I can't wait to see Steph and Clay playing in the playoffs again. And so, yes. That's, it's going to be nice to see. It's going to be nice to see it. I wish my team was playing, but I am happy for Golden State fans there to be able to see their team in the playoffs again and be able to see these guys compete. Let's see what they can do now. Let's see. Braden says, I think they win the Nuggets series. And so health is obviously going to be a big thing there. But if you can tell me that they're going to, health is going to be in their favor, then I'm right there with you. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies go inside. Missed that one. Timberwolves with the basketball. Let's see what D'Angelo Russell does with it. Oh, blocked from behind. That was nasty there. Let's see what they say, who possession it is. That time, got him from behind. D'Angelo Russell, another former Ohio State Buckeye and another former Laker as well. Can never think of D'Angelo Russell and not think about the whole phone incident. Meanwhile, we have a three-point shot here hit by the Grizzlies. Okay. Let's see. Braden says, and if they play the Grizzlies, it'll be 50-50 to who wins. And so, gotta love those 50-50 matchups, though. I missed that shot. Got the rebound there. Grizzlies with the basketball down by 7. Going to shoot the three from way downtown, but missed that one. And ball goes out of bounds, and possession is going to stay with the Grizzlies right now. Again, it's a 7-point game right now. And despite how good Minnesota's been shooting in this one, the Grizzlies are doing a great job of hanging around here. And so both teams going back and forth. It's all about going on a run at this point. All right, so here we go. Getting ready to inbound the ball. And again, we got 10 minutes and 27 seconds left to go here in the second quarter of play. Grizzlies looking for the inbound. Gets it to Ja Morant. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That was Clark right there with that finish. Wow. I don't know how he got that to fall, guys. I don't know how he got that in there, but he got it in. Let's see. Braden says we traded Russell to the Timberwolves for Wiggins a couple years ago. And so, I almost forget about that trade. Almost forget about that trade. I had such high hopes for Russell when he first came into the league. Like no doubts about that. I had very high hopes coming from my Buckeyes and knowing how great he was. Him and Evan Turner, those two, in terms of the more recent Buckeyes, I guess I should say, I had extremely high hopes for when they got drafted coming out of Ohio State. All right, so here goes to the free throw attempt, and that is good. All right, so the Timberwolves lead by 8 right now, 47-39, and we've got about 10 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Grizzlies with the basketball. Going to get at the top of the wing here. Got guys hitting the floor. It's been a physical game here. A lot of offense, but still very physical. And this time they called it on the offensive player, Jackson Jr. All right, Timberwolves with the basketball here. Anthony Edwards has it. He wants to make something happen. He takes the jumper and misses that one. All right, Grizzlies with the basketball. Bounce pass, kicks it across the middle. Tried to pass it in the corner there. Timberwolves knocked it out of bounds. And so, ball will stay with the Grizzlies here in the second quarter. About 9 minutes and 37 seconds left to go here before halftime. All right, Grizzlies looking to inbound the ball. Makes the pass, shoots the three. Missed it. Timberwolves with the rebound. Has the ball up top here. Going to drive inside. Makes the pass. I'm going to give it to the guy there. And, oh, he tried to pass it down low there. Don't hate the idea there. Maybe a bounce pass would have been more effective there, but nonetheless, possession will stay with the Timberwolves. Braden says, I remember when the Lakers drafted Russell and Randall in back-to-back drafts. I thought you guys were going to be really good with those two players. And so you know what? If we had any other team, we would have done it. But you know the Laker mentality is not to develop guys. No, we will go out there and we'll trade good players so we can go and rent a couple guys for a couple seasons and stuff like that. I mean, it really irked me, especially when we got, the whole Russell situation, I get that. Him and Swaggy P at the time, there was no love in that locker room. And so both of those guys at some point had to be gone. But aside from that, though, I knew Russell was going to be good in this league, though. I just knew that was going to happen. I just hate the fact that obviously my team's not one that likes to develop players or wait for them to fully come into their zone, I should say. But Julius Randle, that one hurt to see it. Not just him. Brandon Ingram as well. And so we had a lot of guys that just, if they're on the roster right now, we'd be way better right now. Sets the pick for him. Edwards has it up top. And so, just the pure physicality in this game right here. You look at the off-ball physicality, you're going to find on every possession somebody's out there hitting the floor and stuff like that. And so, very physical game. That cannot go without being said. And again, the score right now is Timberwolves 47, and you've got Memphis with 43. 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the second quarter. Grizzlies cross half court. Working the ball around the guards here. Behind the back. Puts the shot up there, the floater, and gets his own rebound and put back. All right, 47-45. We got a 2-point game now, a 2-point game. Can the Timberwolves respond right now? Edward has it up top. Puts it up there. Okay, so all right, how about that? So these defenses are starting to smart up here, and they're starting to get in position. But yeah, what could have been? Braden says the Lakers also had Jordan Clarkson, and so many guys that came to the Lakers lately that honestly, if we had them now, we'd be so much better. But that's the price we paid. We chose short-term over long-term. Three-point attempt, no good. Timberwolves get the rebound. Edwards has the basketball. You see Cat fighting for positioning. They give him the ball. Oh, he turned the ball over. They were ready for it. Puts it up there, and the alley hoop is good, and we're all tied up at 47. Let's go. Okay. Memphis on a 14-3 run. How about that? And so, Arthur, what's good with you? You said, let's go Wolves. And so he's got the Timberwolves in this one. And so, but we are all tied up. It's just been a fun game to watch so far in this one. A lot of offense, a lot of explosion here. And so, wow, what a game so far in this one. This is exactly what I expected from this series. But again, right now, we are currently at the commercial. The Timberwolves used a full timeout here. We got 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. And so, yeah, this game is tied up here for, I believe, the first time, honestly, since tip-off, this game has been tied up. Let's see, old man says, there's a lot of rumors Warriors will trade either for AD or LaFrade. Rumors are Clay and Wiseman for AD or Wiseman and Richmond for LaFrade. And so let's see. Coach Dante says that he has Memphis winning this series in 6, but Anthony Edwards going to be a superstar in this league. And I'm messing around with the mock drafts. And so, yeah, guys, if you aren't right now currently subscribed to Coach Dante, you definitely want to. I mean, my man, he's been dropping a lot of mock drafts here, and I've gone through a couple of them. And so I've seen some really good mock drafts. And so if you have any questions in terms of what your team should do, definitely check out what Coach Dante is doing. Because I like what he did, especially with the Seattle Seahawks and their draft. I feel like that was fantastic, that one right there. You nailed that one out the park. Like, I really love that one. If the Seahawks take that route, only thing I probably might consider maybe different, depending on who was on the board at that time, possibly in the second round, but that's a route that you could potentially take and all like that based upon that mock draft that you did. I believe it was the defensive end out of South Carolina. But outside of that, wow, every other pick was, like, amazing. And let's see. Old man says, don't forget to show support to brother JB and hit that like button. Absolutely appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, guys. And so definitely, absolutely. I know that right now we got the NBA playoffs going, but of course, the draft, that'll be upon us towards the end of the month and stuff like that. And so definitely a lot of sports stuff going to be happening here. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed as well. But appreciate that right there, old man. Braden says, watch their Ohio State receivers, Wilson and Olave's highlights this week. And so, oh, man, yes. I'll tell you, Wilson, I'm hoping that Wilson ends up with the Falcons. I know the Falcons, they certainly can use a wide receiver there. And so there's a couple routes they can go. Derek Stingley, I feel like he's great, but I feel like the Falcons, you know, they love offense. They love throwing the ball there. I mean, you get a receiver this year in case next year you do end up in the sweepstake for someone like a Bryce Young or something like that, or CJ Stroud. So definitely get your receiver this, especially if next year you end up taking CJ Stroud. It'll be good to make sure you've already got someone like Wilson on that roster already. Just if the Falcons' plan is to think long term. But yes, as Braden said, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button for sure. And we're getting ready to get back to the action here in this one, guys. All right, so here we go. And again, we're all tied up 47 apiece right now. And it says Minnesota has 4 straight turnovers. You can't turn the ball over. Got to protect the rock. They got off to a great start, especially in that first quarter. And so you don't want to start turning the ball over now. And so to get the ball down low, going to wipe that one off. Going to wipe off that dunk there, wipe it off. But it will be a foul. Let's see. Coach Dante says, just got done doing the Panthers. I almost had a perfect mock draft. It was an A, and so nice. So, Coach Dante, when it comes to Carolina's roster, what should Carolina do? Should they draft a quarterback? Should they try to run it back with Sam Darnold? Should they go ahead and trade for Baker Mayfield? Carolina's a tricky situation because I honestly feel with their first-round pick, an offensive lineman makes a lot of sense, but I know they need a quarterback, and Sam Darnold is not that answer in my opinion. But, yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts on their quarterback situation there. All right, so here we go, guys. Grizzlies inbound the ball. Let's see if they can take the lead here for the first time tonight. That would be amazing. We got about 6 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. And so, oh, what a nice alley-oop there. And so, all right, so the Grizzlies are up 49-47. But let's see how these Timberwolves are going to respond here. D'Angelo Russell, he's got it. He's going to do his thing, gets inside there, draws a little contact there, but not enough for the foul. And so they're still being aggressive there. A foul is finally called there. And so, but man, love the intensity here. We're seeing a lot of scoring, but again, these scoring is not coming easy, guys. And so, got to love the energy they're playing with. Let's see. Braden says, I hope Olave ends up with the Packers. He reminds me of Justin Jefferson. So Justin Jefferson is the comparison he's going with. And so I wonder if he'll end up possibly with the Cowboys potentially. Meanwhile, free throw attempt is good. All right, 49-48. If the Timberwolves make this next free throw, we'll be all tied up. Free throws up. Free throws good. All right, we're all tied up here, 49-49. Here in the second quarter, with about 6 minutes and 32 seconds left to go. Grizzlies with the basketball here, working it around the perimeter. Ja Morant wants the ball here, but the defense is saying we're not going to let him get it. Makes the pass. Trying to get past his defender and lays it up, and he missed that one. Timberwolves with the rebound. Going to utilize some speed. Kicks it out. Wants to get it inside. Puts it up. Missed that one. Morant gets the rebound, throws it up court here, and gets the easy 2 points. All right, 51-49. 6 minutes left to go here before the half. Grizzlies up by 2, but Timberwolves with the basketball. Russell has it, kicks it out for 3. He's open, and he gets it. He gets it. Score right now, Timberwolves lead this one 52-51. Matter of fact, so far in this game right now, the Timberwolves, they are shooting 50% from three-point range. So every other shot they put up is going in from downtown. Meanwhile, what a nasty air ball. Nasty air ball in this one. He's jumping up and down. He's getting in the official face. You might want to watch out, Bricks. You don't want to get that type of tech. Let's see. Coach says, yes, a really tricky situation. So what I did, I drafted Evan Neal for the offensive line. I think they can probably go back and get a quarterback in a second, like a Desmond Ridder. And so, that would make sense there. That would make sense. If you're sold on someone like that, you can get him. I think they can get someone like Matt Corral in the second round. For them, I think that might not be a bad move for Carolina, honestly. Meanwhile, Karl Anthony Towns has it here for the Timberwolves. Nice pass down low. And the shot went in, but wait a second. All right, so we should get a free throw here. Let's see. Old man says, it's rumored the Bears are willing to trade up this year to draft one of our Ohio State receivers to pair up with Fields. And so that would be aggressive there. That would be an aggressive move right there. I would like it. Because Justin Fields needs all the help he can get right now. Because what I saw last year, I did not like it. So, yeah, if you're going to get him some help, get him some help. Offensive line especially as well. Meanwhile, Grizzlies have it. Working the ball around the perimeter here. Going to drive inside. Puts it up. Missed that one. Timberwolves with it. Edwards behind the back. Gets inside. Tried to pass it. It was tipped. And so now the Grizzlies tried to throw it down there, but able to draw the contact and the foul. He's going to be heading to the free throw line here. Score right now, Timberwolves lead by 3, 54-51, with 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the second quarter. Let's see. Coach says either wait till next year. So what I did, I went and got Evan Neal if he was still on the board. I don't think the Panthers will take a quarterback that high, not at number 6. Yeah, I just don't see it happen. I don't see that happening either. And if they do take a quarterback, there's only one route you can take, in my opinion. That's Kenny Pickett. If it's not Kenny Pickett, there's no other possibility. Not saying that he should be the pick, but he's the only one worth having a conversation at that pick. Because if you're Carolina drafting Malik Willis, you're only drafting the quarterback for your successor if you're the head coach. You want to win now. You need to win now. You need someone that can play right now. Meanwhile, what was that was thrown into the court right now? But absolutely agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. Offensive line, I think, is the best move to make for Carolina. Let's see. Mike says, how many games into the series? So, yeah, Mike, this is the first game 1 of the series here. And so, obviously, best of 7. But, yeah, this is game 1 in the series. And what I'm hoping turns into a 7-game series. That's what I'm hoping for, is that it goes 7 games, because these two teams are fun to watch. I wish I could root for both of these teams, but obviously they're playing each other right now, so someone has to win. But either way, whoever wins this one, I'll definitely be rooting for them to go far. But right now, as they try to sort out things out there on the court, my question for you guys is, when it comes to a team like the Phoenix Suns, give me a percentage in terms of the odds that you give the Phoenix Suns to actually win the championship this year. What percentage do you guys give the Phoenix Suns of winning the championship this year? Last year, a lot of us are rooting for Chris Paul and company to win it, because we want to see Chris get that ring, him, D Booker. We want to see them guys get it. How do you guys feel about the Phoenix Suns this year? How confident are we in the Phoenix Suns and their ability to potentially get a championship? I mean, hell, last year they were up 2-0, I believe, in the finals. And so, yeah, we still have not returned to the action just yet, guys. There's still sorting things out there on the court, but they should be returning very soon. Let's see. Old man says Panthers either take an O lineman or trade back because it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. If you can't protect the quarterback, you're not winning. And so you're right about that. You're right about that. Get some guys and get some help for Christian McCaffrey, guys. Like, don't put so much on his plate. Like, I know he's great, skill-wise, he can handle load, but you guys got to find a way to also protect C-Mac and make sure that he's durable for the entire season. That's important. And we can't have Sam Darnold seeing ghosts. All right, so missed that free throw, but they get the rebound there. So the ball's going to stay here with the Grizzlies. Sets the screen for him. Ja Morant has it. Lost the ball, but they're able to maintain possession. They give it back to Morant. He's got it. Guarded by Karl-Anthony Towns here. He wants to take him. And so, he almost lost the ball there. And so up and under, no good. Timberwolves with the basketball. Gives it to Karl-Anthony Towns at the top. He makes the pass. Kicks it out in the corner. Pump fake. Shoots the three. Misses it. All right, Grizzlies get the rebound. 4 minutes left before the half. And so Ja Morant puts it up, and somehow he missed that one. I thought he had that one coming in, but he missed that one somehow, but it's okay. Timberwolves with the basketball. Lays it up. That is good, and a foul. All right. Love the intensity this guy plays with. Absolutely fun. I mean, both of these guys, there's just so many good players on these teams that it's easy to root for. But way to get to the basket, draw the contact, and finish. Free throws up. Free throws good. 57-51. All right, 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go before the half, guys. All right, Memphis with the basketball. Minnesota's on the 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 25 seconds of play. Nice pass down low. Stevens gets tied up, though. All right, so old man says he's answering the question that I posed earlier. What percentage do we give the Phoenix Suns? He's giving the Suns a 25% chance to bring home the chip this year. He says if CP3 fully healed up and healthy, you would say 45% because CP3, in my opinion, is one of the best point guards in the league. Now, I know last year was different for him. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves put the three up. No good, but got the rebound. The putback, that is good. All right, so there you go, extending that lead, 59-51. I said this is going to be a game of runs where both of these teams are going to be making runs back and forth. But absolutely, yeah, his health is going to be key here. And so I just feel like last year in the playoffs, the fatigue just kicked in for him. Long season, you're getting older. A lot of that was on his workload because they were trying to take Devin Booker out of that one. So when it comes down to, especially if they make it far into the playoffs where teams are trying to take D Booker out, I mean, he's going to have to continue to show durability. He's going to have to show durability, honestly, throughout this one. And so we'll see how that goes, but certainly rooting for him to try to avenge last year. I mean, because he could have left. He could have left and he could have tried to join the Lakers where many people thought preseason-wise, we'd be competing for a title or something like that. That could have been an option there. Or there were other places he could have went, but he chose to come back, run it back with the Suns again. So let's see if that decision pays off. Mike says Panthers are in a bad situation, locked in with Christian McCaffrey, hard to get out from under. And so, I mean, see, like if you just get someone else that can come in and just split carries with this man and only utilize this much in like key games that you really need him. But the problem is they need him so much to do so much because your receivers aren't doing much. Quarterback can't do anything. So he's got to do everything. And then it takes a toll on him. He's getting older. It's going to take more of a toll on him. So you're right about that. And again, right now, guys, we're currently at the commercial right now, but just looking at the scoring so far in this one. And so, I mean, you've got Anthony Edwards. He's got 19 points in this one. And so 7 of 11 out there on the court tells you everything you need to know in terms of what he's doing out there. He's got 3 assists as well, 2 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns, he's got 12 points in this one also. And then you've got off the bench, you've got Beasley. He's got 10 points here. And then for the Grizzlies, for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, he has 15 points in this one. Baines got 7 points. Brooks has 8 points in this one as well. Clark's got 5. And so it's been a very explosive offensive game in this one, but there has definitely been some good defense inside, making it hard for these guys to go inside and score. Let's see, old man says, JB, I'm still pissed that bum didn't let CP3 get traded to the Lakers. Kobe and CP3 would have at least won 2 championships. And so, yes, absolutely, because if that happens, we never would have had to witness what we saw with Steve Nash. Man hurt his back for the season carrying a bag. Come on, man. Come on, man. That infuriated me right there. The fact that he was just on the team collecting a check didn't help us at all. Hurt us more when he was with the Phoenix Suns, but then come time to help us, could not help us at all. But again, we will be coming back from the commercial very soon. Again, we got about a good 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go here in the second quarter before we reach halftime, guys. All right, so here we go. Grizzlies with the basketball across half court here. Makes the pass. All right, going to give it to Ja Morant here. Has his back to the basket. Makes the pass. The jumper. And it's good. All right. 53 to 50. There you go. 59 to 53. Grizzlies down by 6. Timberwolves with the basketball. Has it up top. Beverly with the basketball. Makes the pass to Karl Anthony Towns. Steven Adams on him. Behind the back pass there. In the corner. Gives it back to Cat, and Cat loses the ball. Ja Morant has it. And you know what that means. That's 2 points right there, baby. There you go. 59 to 55. A 4-point game here. Who's going to take the lead here before we reach halftime? We got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Ja Morant, he has 17 points in this one and 4 assists. But, man, Karl Anthony Towns getting to the basket like that, someone had to hit the floor. But he gets that bucket. They're up 61 to 55. Let's see if we can get that free throw as well. And let's see, Coach Dante says, I just got through doing the Cincinnati Bengals mock draft. I had a B. And so Coach Dante's out there killing it. Every time I do a mock draft, they give me like a C, C plus. All right, here we go. Karl Anthony Towns here from the free throw line. With about 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go here. Free throws up. Got that free throw to fall. All right, so we got the and one. So they're up by 7, 62 to 55. Here comes the Grizzlies crossing half court here with the basketball. Points off of turnovers. Memphis has 15. Minnesota has 9. Ja Morant from downtown missed that one. Timberwolves come away with the rebound. Pat Bev has it right now across half court. Has it up top behind the back here. Cat sets the pick for him. Looking to make the pass here. All right, makes the pass. 2 guys looking on him. He throws it back up top here. Quick pass there. Pat Bev gets inside, kicks it. Nice pass here by the Timberwolves here. Up, I spoke too soon. Threw it backwards. And so, yep, that's a mistake right there. You got a little caught up there. There were some nice passes prior to that, but ultimately probably one pass too much on that one. Let's see, old man says, from other Patriots mock drafts I've seen, I like our mock draft the best, JB. And so absolutely, I mean, hey, who's better equipped to judge the Patriots draft needs than us, right? I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. Ja Morant has it, gets it inside, makes the pass, gets the 2 points. Let's go. I like that. 5-point game now. 62-57. Timberwolves up by 5. Edwards makes the pass. 2 guys on him. So he makes the pass, pulls a 3, and gets the 3. It's like I said earlier, every time the game is about 3 to 5 points. Best believe Timberwolves, they're about to drop a 3. And so Ja Morant, look at that deadly dribbling ability right there. I mean, got to love the ball handle skills right there and the ability to cut to the basket like that. I mean, last time I seen a guy that can cut to the basket the way he does, you had to be talking about very early in his career, before the injuries, Dwayne Wade, before the injuries, back when, he used to be nicknamed the Flash. Let's see, Coach says, I had an A, almost perfect for the Patriots. JB, you commented on it on Twitter, I believe. And so, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. And so, yeah, you've been putting up some great ones, man. Been putting up some very great ones. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, all right, here we go, guys. Timberwolves here. And again, we got less than a minute left to go here before halftime. Separated by 6 points. Timberwolves with the basketball here. Got about 10 seconds here on the shot clock. Edwards puts it up. Misses that one. Grizzlies with the basketball. Passes it up. Ja Morant has it. Puts it up. And, nice tip in. Nice tip in. 65-61. Thanks to that quick possession here, if they make a good defensive stand, they should get the basketball again and try to possibly get the final shot up before halftime. We got about 28 seconds to work with, but Minnesota has it. Gives it to Cat, and Cat trying to bulldoze his way inside there. Throws a high pass. This is about the second time I've seen him do this here. You got to calm down here. I know the pressure's coming here, but you got to calm down a little bit with those passes. Let's see, old man says, haven't seen yours, Coach Dante, but if JB says it's great, I believe it because he knows what we need to do in the draft. And so, yes, I just got to communicate that with Bill some way, somehow. But here we go, the final 5 seconds to go in the first half. And so Ja Morant gets inside there. And so, all right, so the possession will stay here with the Grizzlies here. And again, the referees are letting these guys play a little bit out there. Inbounded and draws the contact. All right, with 0.8 seconds left. All right, so here we go, guys. Some free throws here before the half to try to narrow this lead a little bit more. Oh, he missed the first free throw there. Missed the first free throw. All right, let's see if we can get the second one. Again, Memphis is the 2 seed in this matchup here. Playing at home, you certainly want to protect that home court advantage if you're Memphis. And, gets that one to fall. All right, 65-62, 3-point game. About 0.8 seconds left to go. Inbound the ball and puts it up, but the clock's already expired. And so at the half, that is our score. We've got the Timberwolves leading this one 65-62 in this one. But, man, we've had a lot of scoring take place in this one, and we got some ballers in this one. We will start with the Grizzlies. And so for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, he's the leading scorer. He's got 19 points in this one. 6 of 10 out there on the court, 7 of 8 at the free throw line. He's doing a great job of getting to the free throw line here for the Grizzlies. You've got Brooks. He's got 10 points in this one, 3 of 8 out there on the court. And so, I mean, Bain, he's got 7 points as well. You've got Clark, he's got 9 points in this one. So love the scoring by both teams. Overall, as a team, they are out there. They are currently 23 of 47 out there currently right now on the court. And so then you look at the Timberwolves. So for the Timberwolves here, you've got Edwards, Anthony Edwards. He's got 19 points so far in this one. And then you look at Karl Anthony Towns. He's got 15 points. Also, you look at Beasley. He's got 13 points. So you already got 3 guys already in double-digit scoring out there. And as a team, they're currently 24 of 48. So they're shooting 50% out there, 50% out there on the court. Not to mention from downtown, they are currently 8 of 18 from the three-point line. So they are almost shooting 50% out there. So when you shoot like that, that means your opponent has to really go out there, take advantage of turnovers and all that. There was a stretch in this game where Minnesota turned it over like 4 straight possessions and stuff like that. Karl Anthony Towns, got to make sure that you protect the basketball right now. He's currently has the tied for the most turnovers for the Timberwolves out there. He's got 3 turnovers in this one. Reed also has 3 turnovers also in this one. And so let's see. But right now we are currently at the halftime. And so we currently have, I see 10 thumbs up so far. So yeah, make sure if you haven't already, you do press the thumbs up button. And also if you're someone that's new to the channel, or either if you're just not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well. Let's see. Old man says Towns need to calm down and slow down. Think before you make a move. And so absolutely. I get it. He sees that double team coming, and so he wants to get that ball out there and pass it. But you got to find a way somehow to compose yourself and make a good pass. Not just a pass, but a good pass. Let's see. Braden says, just saw Coach Dante's mock draft of the Packers. I love it. And so nice. And so what was your favorite picks that he had, and who did he, and which receivers did he have the Packers taking in that mock as well? Definitely let me know that. And let's see. Old man says people out here going crazy. They's now saying with Melo Ball going back to number 1 that MJ will trade for Lonzo Ball now. And so what? And so oh man. But yeah, right now we are currently at halftime. And hey, I mean, a lot of great games we're going to get to see between obviously now and then the championship rounds and stuff. A lot of great basketball, a lot of hungry guys. It's what you love about the NBA when it's playoff time. You know, the hunger out there all season long. It was a grind. It was a grind to get here. I mean, having to deal with a lot of injuries, a lot of things. But these teams, they made it this far. And hey, if you're the Timberwolves, you want to try to steal this game 1 here, and you believe that you can. You know, both of these teams, they were 2-2 in the regular season. There's no reason to believe that this should be any different. So we'll see how this game goes. If you're the Grizzlies, protect home court. That's always the formula to winning. Protect home court. So we'll see if they'll be able to do that. Let's see. Braden says he took Treylon Burks in the first and Khalil Shert in the second. And so good picks. Treylon Burks in that offense, like it would remind me of when the Packers had Javon Walker at that time when he was a Green Bay Packer. Javon Walker was a great fit for the Packers. And so it would remind me a bit of having someone like Javon Walker if I'm Green Bay in that sense. And so, I mean, I've even seen a mock draft where some people are starting to have, Treylon Burks being taken by the Buffalo Bills, in which I know that they certainly, are worried about that receiver room. But Treylon Burks, if he ends up being a Green Bay Packer, I can see it working out. Let's see. Old man says the East is going to be a bloodbath. It could come back and bite whoever wins the East in the championship series. And so, you're right. You're right about that. Absolutely. It's going to be a grueling battle over there in that Eastern Conference. That is for sure. Let's see. Braden says Traylon Burks is really fast for his size. And so, yeah, he is fast for his size. I mean, that was evident down there in Arkansas. And so, I mean, I remember when I tried this, which game? Well, I actually had streamed. That was probably one of my most disappointing streams I had streamed all college football season, was when I streamed the Arkansas-Georgia game. And I thought, or was it Arkansas-Bama? One of the two. I think it was Arkansas-Georgia. And yeah, I think it was Arkansas, Georgia. And I thought Arkansas was going to come ready to play. And Arkansas got their behinds whooped badly. It was a very bad beatdown. And so I remember that game right there. But aside from that, though, Arkansas, they were great. They were great for most of the season. Let's see. Braden says he's my number 2 receiver I want the Packers to draft. So it's got Burks over there at second. Okay. Bet. Certainly would be good to see, though. It would be good to see him in that Green Bay Packer uniform. No doubt about that. I had Aaron Rodgers last year in my fantasy football league, so I'm definitely going to be watching to see what you guys do at wide receiver to determine if I will have him again, if he falls to the right round for me, of course. Of course. But yeah, guys, tell me, are you guys going to be watching the USFL later on, or will you be watching more NBA playoffs? I forget which team's going to be playing at that time later on, around the time that the USFL is going to be starting that matchup later today. And so I'm thinking, guys, that once we conclude the NBA playoffs, that's probably around the time that I'll start launching more of my gaming content, in terms of, I'm going to start off with NCAA Football 14, should have updated rosters by then. And so I'll probably go ahead and start with that. Maybe even College Hoops 2K8 as well, if I can get the updated roster for that. If I can't, then I'll probably just go off of the previous year's roster and all that, because I'm an Xbox guys, and so Xbox does not necessarily update their rosters as much as they do for PlayStation, I've noticed. So therefore, we'll see how that plays out. But I'm thinking those two will be some of the ones that I will do. Braden says he's going to be watching the Nuggets-Warriors game. And so can't blame you there. That's going to be a good one. I'm definitely going to be tuning in to that as well. I do want to have the USFL as well, so I'll figure out a way. I'll probably go back and forth for a little bit, because I really just want to see, like, does it catch my attention for the USFL early on? That's what I'm really looking to see. How much of my attention is it going to catch early on? Like just the quality of it early on in this one. If the quality's there, then that's great. But if the quality's not there and it feels like it did when we watched the Pro Bowl and stuff like that, then yeah, that's not happening again. So I'll give it a chance, a skeptical chance. What team do you guys feel is under the most pressure to win a championship this season in the NBA? What team is under the most pressure this year that's currently playing to win an NBA championship? Gotta love those Amber Alerts that keep popping up out of nowhere. But yeah, I'll start it off. And so for me, when it comes to just which team I feel like is under the most pressure, I'm not sure if it's the Phoenix Suns or if it's the 76ers. I feel like both of those teams are under tremendous pressure to bring it here. But I'll go ahead and lean towards, because I feel like for the Phoenix Suns, that pressure is more so maybe on Chris Paul as opposed to the Phoenix Suns. But for the 76ers, I mean, it should be on James Harden. I don't know if he feels it or not. But the 76ers as a whole, like, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. How much longer must they trust the process before the process brings home a chip for the 76ers. They traded three good players for James Harden. I would not have pulled that trigger. I'm sorry, guys. I would not have done it. At least not like that. But they did it. And so at this point, James Harden's got to show that he's not, the guy that flames out in the playoffs. He has to show it. So we'll see how that works out. We will see how that works out. That's the old man says, yeah, I'm the same way. I have to see if it's going to be good football or not. And so, yeah, absolutely. Because, the quality of the football, we've seen other leagues play and stuff like that. And the closest one to catching my attention was the, I forget what it was called a couple years ago. Like, what was it? The AFL, something like that. And so it came somewhat close because of the names that was associated, and I knew some of the players and stuff like that. But if the quality's not there, guys, like they're gonna lose me. They're gonna lose me super quick when it comes to that. So they have a short window to show me that there's gonna be some quality football here. Otherwise, it's a wrap and stuff like that. It'd be different if it was like if I was living in Birmingham right now and like I could just go to the game and actually physically sit there. That might be different, but I'm not. So, it's got to be some good quality. Let's see. Braden says, after the NBA playoffs, you're going to have a long break from streaming games. And so, yeah, after the playoffs, I'll have that break from that. But that's when I'll go ahead and implement my video gaming and stuff like that. And then if that goes well, I'll try to make it more of a permanent type thing. Obviously, during NFL season, that might be the most difficult time to maintain that during the NFL season. And all like that, because obviously I'll be streaming, Monday night football games, Thursday night football games, and stuff like that. Then we have college football Saturday, NFL Sunday, so I'll need some breaks. But outside of that window, yeah, I'll definitely start doing more of the gaming stuff. Let's see. Braden says the 76ers because of James Harden. And so, yeah, there's a lot of pressure on the 76ers because James Harden basically said, I'd rather go to the 76ers and try to win there than Brooklyn. I thought he wanted to go to Brooklyn to get the chip. You went to Brooklyn. You didn't get the chip. You didn't get the chip. And so, you had KD. You had Kyrie. Only problem was James. And so he came unmotivated. And then, I don't know, guys. And so to go to the 76ers, you got to make it work. You got to make it work. This is your legacy we're going to be talking about here for years to come. You don't get a chip, nobody's going to talk about all the stuff you did. Like, I'm talking about years from now and all like that. And when I say years, I mean a decade or more from now and stuff like that. We talk about the guys who won it and stuff like that. We talk about the guys like your Allen Iversons of the world and stuff like that. Well, he was an extremely talented person and stuff like that. But of course, you talk about Kobe because Kobe won and stuff like that. You're going to talk about Brown for years to come because LeBron, he gets W's sometimes in the finals, not every time, but sometimes, so they remember the ones that win the championships. Now, James Harden, however, he just wants to shine and be a star for as long as he can. I feel like my man just want to make money. He want to be the vocal point of the offense. That's really it. He cool with that. And if he cool with that, Nate, that's cool for him. That's cool for him. But Philadelphia, they're not going to let that slide. They're not going to let that slide forever. Let's see. Old man says the Nets are the 76ers. So, all right. So he say Brooklyn there. He say Brooklyn. And so Brooklyn is definitely up there. Brooklyn is certainly up there. They had a big three that everybody thought last year was supposed to be their year, but somehow they let the Milwaukee Bucks, in which not many people gave them a chance. And so they let the Bucks came and steal their thunder, but it wasn't their fault. Injuries took place, all that stuff. And then this year, I don't know if I could say the Nets over the 76ers this year. I think this year, because of that trade, I think it's the 76ers over the Nets. But the Nets certainly feel some pressure. But if it doesn't happen, ultimately, they enter the playoffs as a 7th seed. We know they had injuries and problems. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Braden says the process is over since they traded away Ben Simmons. And so, you know what? You could say that. You could say that. Meanwhile, for the Nets, though, they're hoping that they can get a good solid 15, 20 minutes from Ben Simmons out there in the court defensively. They're hoping that can be the case. That would be big for them. We'll see. We'll monitor that situation as the playoffs continue. Let's see. Braden says, I think it was called the AAF. And so that does sound, you know what? Yeah, the American Alliance Football League. So I think that's correct. So good call on that one. Appreciate that. That's the old man says. The person who got the most pressure is Doc. If you don't win a championship, you can't go home. You traded your son-in-law away. You're right. I guess you're right then. Up under those circumstances, yeah, he's the person that has a lot of pressure there. Yeah, there's no such thing when it comes to business decision when it comes to that. No doubt about that. But yeah, I think the 76ers, they have the most pressure as a whole organization at this point. I mean, fans have been patient. They've been through so much. They've been waiting. And then you've got Joel Embiid playing as amazing as he's been playing and stuff like that. I mean, leading scorer. I mean, you've got him, and then you've got James Harden. This is on James Harden here. If they don't win, this is all going to be on James Harden's shoulder, or I guess you could say all on his beard, however you want to say it, but it's all on him. Meanwhile, Karl Anthony Towns from downtown gets that three. How about that? Towns from downtown with the three. All right, Grizzlies with the basketball here. Morant has it up top, makes the pass, gets it back, passes it again, pulls the three, misses that one. Timberwolves get the rebound. He hits the floor. That's going to be a turnover. You did it to yourself. D'Angelo. Shot is up, and that is good. So just like that, they hit a three. It's a three-point game right now. Minnesota's up 68-65. And so you've got Russell with the basketball here. Going to take the shot, and he missed that one. All right, Grizzlies with the basketball here. Down by three. John Morant has it. Behind the back, step back, puts it up. Missed that one. Timberwolves get the rebound. Crossing the half court here, makes the pass. Karl Anthony Towns, he wants to get inside there, and oh, man. Oh, wow. A lot of contact there, no foul. And so ball goes out of bounds, but possession will stay. Possession will stay here. All right, so Grizzlies with the basketball. Grizzlies looking to inbound the ball here. And all right, so it's inbounded here. Going to set the pick for him. Goes inside there, slams it down. That was easy. It's like the defense just stopped. They just stopped in awe of this man. Jaren Jackson with the dunk. Timberwolves with the basketball. D'Angelo Russell has it. Makes the pass. All right, so they've got the basketball here up top with about 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Takes the three and makes the three. It must be in the water for these guys because they are out there just shooting lights out, shooting so deadly from downtown. And ultimately, guys, I feel like that's the big difference when it's all said and done. Timberwolves are getting these threes. Meanwhile, Grizzlies go in there, draw the contact, get the shot, but no and one opportunity. The referee says, sorry, we're not going to give you that one. As the old man says, if they win, Doc can say, hey, we won. It's worth all the drama. He doesn't win and Nets win. Curry and his daughter will never let him forget he traded his son-in-law away. As the old man says, this is why I love the NBA. It's because of games like this. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Karl Anthony Towns has it up top. Takes a couple dribbles, makes the pass. Kicks it out. Russell for three. No good. Timberwolves get the rebound. Pat Bev has it. Nice pass down low and nice dunk there. Excellent vision to make that pass right there. Got to like it. 4-point game right now. Timberwolves up by 4. Grizzlies crossing half court though. Second chance points. Minnesota has 14. The Grizzlies have 11. Grizzlies shoot the three. They miss it. Timberwolves get the rebound. They are attacking the board aggressively and winning that battle so far in this one. They set the screen. He makes the pass. Going to drive inside. Going to lay it up there. And nice touch on that one to convert and get the 2 points. All right, so here we go. Grizzlies with the basketball down by 6, 75-69. That's our score. Steven Adams kicks it out. And Ja has it, looking to make the pass. And so, yep, it's going to be Timberwolves basketball. That time, he just ran out of real estate with the basketball that time. Had to try to do something. All right, so here we go. Timberwolves with the basketball right here. D'Angelo Russell has it, makes the pass, gives it to Karl Anthony Towns. And so he sees the basket, tries to get inside there. My goodness, the effort it takes to stop this man from getting to the rim. All right, so my next question for you guys. Who is the most dominant player that you've ever seen play the sport of basketball in the NBA? The most dominant player. Meanwhile, Steven Adams, he has no points in this one, but he's got 4 fouls in this one. Meanwhile, from downtown, missed that one. All right, Grizzlies with the basketball. Makes the pass there. So working it around the perimeter there. Going to shoot the 3. Going to get the 3. Okay, 75-72. Again, the question is, who's the most dominant NBA player you have ever witnessed? And again, we're here in the third quarter, about 7 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the third quarter here. And our score right now is we have the Timberwolves up 75-72. Let's see, first free throw attempt is up. That is good. All right, 76-72 is our score right now. Minnesota up by 4. And again, they're at the free throw line. They've got one more free throw coming up here. And so let's see if D'Angelo Russell can hit this free throw as well. Free throw's up, and free throw is good. All right, 77-72. Let's see, old man says Shaquille O'Neal teams had to foul him just to stop him. And so he took my pick, guys. He took my pick. I was going to say Shaq as well. When I think most dominant player in the league, I think Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, referees, they didn't know how to really judge this man, honestly. I mean, everything, he was just so powerful. You know, especially as he entered into that prime phase, you think of the three-peat Lakers and stuff like that. I mean, heck, they started doing the whole hack a Shaq because simply there's no other way to slow him down. Now, imagine if my man was a 90% free throw shooter. Imagine if he was a 90% free throw shooter, the way that would have just completely eliminated how teams would have been able to stop him, and he'd get even more points than what he already had. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves with the basketball here. Cross the court here. So they've got everybody spread out around the perimeter here. And you know what that means. Everywhere he wants to shine, steps back, takes the jumper, and hits the jumper. Let's go, 79-75. 4-point game in the third quarter, about 7 minutes left to go. But the Grizzlies quickly get it inside and get 2 points. Back to a 2-point game. 6 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. But you've got the Timberwolves here. D'Angelo Russell crosses half court here. Takes it in, makes the pass. And so gets it inside, down low, and my man tried to dunk it, but he got rejected by 2 people. And so these referees have let them play here, but this time going to have the foul here and going to have a full timeout here by the Grizzlies. And so, I mean, when you go in there, you better go in there strong. I mean, wow, what a block. What a block. Let's see. Old man says, then you throw in what Kobe said. If Shaq had the work ethic of Kobe, that's right. If Kobe, Shaq would have won more rings than Bill did, and Shaq would no doubt be the GOAT. I mean, at that massive size, that massive strength, I mean, everything about that. I mean, obviously, at some point, you know, you would have had those concerns about injury, which probably would have been the only thing that could have slowed him down. Matter of fact, that is what slowed him down when it came to towards the end of his career, because he still would have been able to play. You think about those Cleveland Cavalier teams that, like I'm thinking like early LeBron James, or I shouldn't say early career with the Cavaliers, but when he was with the Cavs the first time around, they did sign Shaq that 1 year. He did play 1 year, well, sign with the Boston Celtics 1 year as well, which would have been dangerous if he would have been fully healthy during that time. But at that point, his foot, guys with that massive size, you think of him, you think of Yao Ming. If injuries wasn't a thing, those guys could have had way better careers and stuff like that. Tracy McGrady, even though he's not a center or nothing like that, he's someone that could have benefited from being able to stay healthy and stuff like that. But yeah, so many guys out there. I wonder if injuries was not a thing, which player would have been on track to have the best career if injuries were not a thing that took out either this player's career or just slowed them down tremendously. Like, I really thought Dwayne Wade was going to do something special in this league before he got injured a couple of times, and it slowed him down to where, obviously he teamed up with Bron after that, and then like the way we thought about Dwayne Wade just completely switched. But you think early Dwayne Wade, when he had Shaquille O'Neal, obviously having Shaq down there, defense had to respect Shaq, so that did help as well. But that kid he was very talented. Very talented. He could have did something special if not for injuries. I mean, he had a great career. I mean, Hall of Fame career, but I'm just saying it could have been even better. And again, right now, guys, we are currently at the commercial right now. Again, following the Grizzlies full timeout here in the score right now. Timberwolves 79, Grizzlies 77 here in the third quarter. Played about 6 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. All right, so I guess another question that I do have for you guys is, on your favorite NBA team, who has been the most disappointing draft pick? Most disappointing draft, and by draft pick, it could be another team drafted him but traded the rights to your team, because obviously you know how that works in the NBA. So basically just someone like that, the most disappointing draft pick that your team has ever selected or traded for on draft night. Let me know that. Let's see. Old man says, JB, you took mine. D-Wade never got hurt, man. That would have been scary. And so, yes, I feel like if D-Wade never got hurt as much as he did, especially with his knees, his back, his anger, everything. But if he doesn't get that, if he doesn't get hurt, I mean, the conversations that we'd be having about Dwayne Wade it'd be up there. It'd be up there. I mean, my man, he started off with some crazy skill sets. He evolved his game. He changed his game because he had to. But that early prime time, D-Wade, that was something serious. That was something serious. And so, Alexis, how are you doing? How are you doing? And how's all the music going for you? How's it going with you? Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. And so let's see, Alexis says, can you do the Sixers? And so, yeah, when it comes to the 76ers, like I already made my schedule out for this weekend here, but I can certainly, if I do something, I'm going to do something throughout the week and stuff like that. So I'll definitely look throughout the week and see, if I can make something happen with the 76ers. I'll definitely keep that in mind right there. Most definitely. But we were actually talking about the 76ers earlier in terms of the team with the most pressure to win right now. And so 76ers, in my opinion, are the team with the most pressure to win. When you make that kind of trade to get a guy like James Harden, this is where he's got to show up, and he's got to play like he's never done before in the playoffs. I know Joel Embiid is going to show up, but teams are going to double him and do whatever it takes to get the ball out of his hands. So James Harden, this is on him. This is on him. 76ers traded 3 guys to bring this man in. He decided he did not want to ride the easier train, I thought, that in Brooklyn, beside having Kyrie and KD. So he wants to show that he can be the main man and do it, or I shouldn't say main man, co-main man and do it. We'll see what he does. But I feel like there's a lot of pressure there for them 76ers. So absolutely. Yeah, I'll look to see how that's going to play out for me during the week. And again, right now the score is Timberwolves 82, Memphis 79. This has been a high-scoring game here. High-scoring game so far in this one. I mean, we're talking about the Timberwolves here almost shooting 50% out there on the court, basically. And then you've got the Grizzlies who are basically out there almost shooting 50% out there as well. So both teams shooting a high percentage out there on the court. And so few differences is when you look at the difference in rebounding, Timberwolves are winning that one 30-22. And then you look at the three-point shooting so far in this one. I mean, the Timberwolves are shooting almost 50% from the three-point line as well. I mean, the Timberwolves, they've just been in the zone so far in this one. But, hey, we got a one-point game right after those pair of free throws there by Ja Morant. All right, so 82-81. With about 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here. And so Cat throws it down. Wow, what a reach that was to throw it down from that distance. Wow. I mean, I like it. I like the energy these guys are playing with. You can tell that these guys really want to take game one here. They've been giving it everything out there. I love to see this. Love to see this. And the big fella, he went in there and did some work. Let's see, old man says, JB, mine would be Lonzo Ball. It's not his fault. I blame Magic Johnson and his dad. I blame his dad more than anything else because, quite frankly, his dad really was irking my nerve as well. I was like, come on, man. We on the Lakers, man. I was like, can he just stop talking? So he was irking me at that point. But you said, yeah, both of them put a big target on his back. And so, absolutely. For me, I'm going to take it back. I'm going to go and say Kwame Brown. That's right, Kwame Brown. My most disappointing player the Lakers had drafted. And so it was just so much disappointment and stuff like that. Like, it was laughably bad. And so, I don't know. I didn't see the high school tape. I'd like to see the high school tape and see what made them believe that this guy was going to be the future. But that was bad. That was really bad. Really bad. I mean, it was nothing like when we had Andrew Bynum. At least I got a good 2, possibly 3 years out of Andrew Bynum and all like that. But Kwame Brown, that was just an all-out embarrassment. All-out embarrassment. All right, so Ja Morant still hitting free throws out there. 85-83 is our score. About 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter of play. D'Angelo Russell has the basketball here. Karl Anthony Towns sets the screen for him. Russell takes it inside. Misses it. Grizzlies with the basketball here. Ja Morant has it. Tried to pass in the corner. Tipped. And out of bounds. Yep, tipped and out of bounds here. As soon as we get 80s back here, I got to get 80s to hook me up with that Allen Iverson jersey and stuff like that because I still want me an AI jersey at some point. I do want an AI jersey. And so the Grizzlies put it up there. And so, they missed out when Timberwolves get the rebound here. It's a 2-point game right now. Memphis is in the bonus with about 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. So has it on the wing there, kicks it out. Karl Anthony Towns, he has it, passes it back. Edwards from the corner. And he missed that one. It has not been often that he has missed in this game. Ja Morant has it. Oh, nice pass behind the back, and the shot no good. If that shot is good, we probably would see that on the highlight wheel. No doubt about that. And so, Timberwolves. Oh, nice pass down low to Cat. Unable to make it a three-point play, but he will be going to the free throw line here. One thing I'll say about this game right here, not only is the intensity high, but I feel like these guys are literally out there having fun. That's not something that you can say about each and every, team that plays, especially in the playoff. Guys are out there working hard, but I can't always say that they're having fun. But these two teams, these players look like they're having fun. They have a mutual respect for each other. So you do sense the respect, but they're also extremely competitive out there. So they're out there having fun, playing tough. And so I like what I'm seeing. I like the energy that I'm seeing. And so Cat hits the first free throw, 86-83. Let's see. Old man says, I really don't think Kwame Brown got a fair shot when you had the media calling you out for everything. Plus, he was young and listened to adults who gave him wrong advice. And so, I mean, honestly, that's why the NBA probably went ahead and installed the whole, no more coming straight out of high school. Let's let these kids go to college here and hopefully give them an extra year or two to go ahead and develop. And so, I mean, I guess that's a fair point right there. But he's definitely my pick for most disappointing, though. Such high hopes. But I get it. Not everybody can live up to those high hopes, though. Meanwhile, Timberwolves missed that one. And so it's going to be a foul here. With about 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. I tell you what, though, old man, I'm still upset about the whole flame out with Andrew Bynum, though. Like, I love the good years, but I hate how it all ended and stuff like that. Like, I feel like he should have became a cornerstone if he just kept his head in the game. He could have been a cornerstone that could have helped us beyond how long we kept him, honestly. But he just didn't want it bad enough. Meanwhile, Timberwolves have the ball here. D'Angelo Russell with the basketball in his hand here, being guarded by Ja Morant. He makes the pass there. Jumper, and it's good. Silky smooth on that shot right there. 89-84. That's the score right now. But Grizzlies down by 5 here. Ja Morant has it. They rip the ball there. Going to get called for the foul. Kept reaching. Can't keep reaching right there. But, with about 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Let's see. Old man says Stephen A. Smith launched and kept his career going just by dogging Kwame Brown. And if someone is doing bad, he calls them the new Kwame Brown. And so, yeah, that is tough. That is very tough to have that kind of pressure. Let's see. Old man says, yeah, it started out great, but ended bad. I hated how that ended, and I hated how we just ended up giving away Lamar Odom just for salary cap purposes, in which obviously I get that, but honestly, Lamar Odom was so dear to my heart as a Laker. And so to lose him and then buying him and then those guys, it was tough. Then to see Pau Gasol choose to leave, it was just all too much. Because I was like, so who's going to stay here and help Kobe Bryant out as he gets older? Meanwhile, the shot is up by the Timberwolves. No good. Grizzlies with the rebound here. Makes the pass. Going to shoot the three. And it's good. We're all tied up. 89-89 with about 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. My goodness. Dylan Brooks is 19 points. 2 of 2 from downtown. But the Timberwolves working the ball around the perimeter. Edwards going to go inside there. And nice job finishing there. Grizzlies tried to take a charge there, but he sidestepped that one and got that bucket there. Good job here. A lot of offense in this game. Love it. Meanwhile, Ja Morant puts it up. Missed that one. Timberwolves get the rebound here, but it's going to be a timeout. So we have a full timeout called here by the Timberwolves. I'll tell you what, though, old man, one of my favorite Lakers coming off the bench, especially on 2K back then, was when we had Shannon Brown. The ups that kid had, like, it was just Shannon Brown was something fun to watch when he did get in there in terms of guys that was just coming off the bench and giving, like, sparks and stuff. And so, absolutely, that Laker team was a Laker team that I really related to a lot during those years. Let's see, old man says, yes, I never got why he did that. It seemed like the Lakers didn't care anymore, didn't care about anyone for that time. You're right. Other than Kobe, because they knew they know if they let him leave or trade him, Laker fans, yes, Laker fans would have flipped all the way out. Like all the way out, as in cancel season tickets type of flip out, like across the board. So they know they couldn't do that. But yeah, they should not have did what they did to Lamar Odom, because it made no sense to me just to give him away to the Dallas Mavericks like that. It made no sense. No sense at the time. And again, guys, we're currently right now at the commercial. Again, the Timberwolves, they used a full timeout. And so, again, the score right now separated by 2 points. Timberwolves 91, Grizzlies 89. So a 2-point game here in the third quarter with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. And so if you're someone that likes offense, you'll love this game right here. I mean, Anthony Edwards, 29 points out there, 11 of 18 out there in the court. He's played 30 minutes in this one. Karl-Anthony Towns has also played 30 minutes, and he got you 22 points out there as well, 8 of 12 out there in the court, and he's got 10 rebounds as well. So already with that double-double so far in this one, and you've got Beasley off the bench. He's got 13 points for them. Then you look at the Grizzlies. Obviously, Ja Morant, 25 points here. I said early in this game, I expect Ja Morant to have more than 30 points. And so it's looking like he's going to definitely surpass that. You've got Brooks. He's got 19 points in this one. Baines got 12. Jackson Jr., he's got 10 points in this one. So the only starter that's not contributing is Adams, of course, with 0 points. He's got about 4 fouls, if I recall correctly. But Clark, he's got 9 points off the bench as well. So these two teams, they are just lighting it up out there. And it's fun to watch. Fun to watch these two teams going at it, honestly. I wish that they both could win, but that's not possible. So someone's got to win this one. Someone's got to lose. And let's see who's going to take game one in this one. Let's see. Old man says, but we have seen Lakers do some of the dumbest stuff. My biggest what if with the Lakers is what if we kept Shaq and Kobe together and just let them fight and get there and get over their drama. And so, how would that have played out? I feel like, honestly, old man, we would have needed them to mature a lot. And I feel like they were probably about a good 3, maybe 4 years away from reaching a point of maturity where they could have worked past it. I feel like at that given point in time, Kobe really wanted to prove himself at that point in time. Like, he wanted to show that he could be the main man and do it without Shaq, because he never wanted that label of being, with Shaq. And of course, Shaq, he's been dominating. He's such a tremendous talent. I mean, this is Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant player to play the game. So two massive Eagles, they rode that one for as long as you can, but sometimes, all good things got to come to an end and stuff like that, especially with the Eagles that they had. Now, Phil Jackson played a role in that. Of course. But what if? What if they could have got along together? What if they would have been okay sharing that title there? Like, hey, that would have been amazing to see how long could they have kept that up for. Meanwhile, 3-point shot there. And again, every time I see a 3-point shot goes up, this is going in, guys. It's 93-92 right now. Minnesota with the basketball and a 1-point lead with about 1:25 left to go in the third quarter, guys. I see some screens taking place here. All right, we've got D'Angelo Russell here with the basketball. Ball tipped out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Timberwolves. Makes the pass. Nice pass. And able to get it over the defender. Okay, and those are plays you got to make. Referees are saying, we're going to make sure you go out there and that you play these games, and that these are plays you got to make. Nice passes there. Pulls up for the jumper. Airballed that one. Teammate able to save it. Takes the 3. Missed that one as well. All right, Timberwolves with the basketball here. D'Angelo Russell makes the pass. Now Edwards has it. About 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Score right now, Timberwolves 95, Grizzlies 92. Edwards has it up top. Drives inside. Draws the contact and a foul. That's going to be some free throws for Edwards. All right, so here we go. Anthony Edwards at the free throw line. First one's up, and it's good. All right, 96-92. Free throws up, and that was good as well. So 2 for 2 there at the free throw line. And so the Timberwolves extend that lead. They're up 97-92 here. We got about 27 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies with the basketball here, sets the screen, passes the ball there, drives inside there, kicks it out. He drives in, kicks it out again. Almost lost the basketball. Steps into that three-point shot, missed it. Timberwolves with the basketball here. About 5 seconds here. And, of course, they give it to Anthony Edwards. Who else would you want with the ball? Steps back for 3. Missed it. All right, so the score right now is the Minnesota Timberwolves leading this one 97-92 over the Memphis Grizzlies at the end of the third quarter. And so 1 quarter left. Who's going to win? Will it be the home team and the Memphis Grizzlies who trail by 5? Or will it be the Minnesota Timberwolves who've done a tremendous job of every time Memphis brings it close or ties it up, they come back storming on a run of their own, hitting their threes. If they can do this one more quarter here, then perhaps it'll be Minnesota able to steal game 1. We'll find out, though, when we come back for the fourth quarter. Let's see, old man says, JB, if you could pick a player to be the face of the Lakers, who would it be? Because we really haven't had that guy since Kobe retired. And so, I mean, my personal choice there, if I could have any player, I certainly would love to have Ja Morant. I would love to have that. I feel like you have Ja Morant. Obviously, we still have Anthony Davis there. You know, whatever we get from AD, that's great. You still got Bron there. And so a guy like Ja Morant, I mean, that would just be amazing to build off of him for years to come down there with the Lakers. I would love that. Like, I would probably do a hour-long, maybe even 2-hour-long live stream if that happened, in terms of just talking about how excited I am for that move if that were to ever happen someday. So, but yeah, that's who I would love to build around, honestly. I mean, extremely young, so you still got that factor going, extremely young, and I can build around him. He's a guy that teammates are going to love to play with and stuff like that. Guys that people are going to want to play with. The new generation that comes in, they're going to want to play with a guy like that for years to come. So, absolutely. So, I guess whenever he's tired of Memphis, just come ball with us. Old man says, man, JB, I think we've been talking about sports too long because you stole another of my answers. And so great minds think alike, right? Great minds think alike. So absolutely. Tell me this, old man, have you been able to watch any of the Ohio State spring football games? Let me know that. I haven't been able to watch too much of it. I've seen some highlights and stuff, but I haven't been able to watch too much of it. But I definitely need to pay some more attention to what's going on in spring. And particularly, I'm interested on the defensive side. I've got no concerns really about the offense, other than I want to see how the offensive line is going to look, of course. But defensively, we can't go out there like we did last year, old man. We can't go out there having how Oregon did us defensively, how Michigan did us last year. We can't let that happen again. Even the game that we won against Utah, we can't let the defense look like that again. We just can't do it. You're asking a lot of the offense to go out there and outscore it. Against Utah, they were able to do that. But you can't ask them to go out there and do that in every game. We need a much better defense than what I saw from us last season. We need to get back to recruiting guys like Chase Young and company, and guys like that. And not to mention the secondary as well. All right, so after that foul, let's see. We're here in the fourth quarter with about 11 minutes and 49 seconds to go, separated by 5 points with the Minnesota Timberwolves leading this one 97-92. And so right now the Grizzlies looking to inbound the ball. Looking for someone to pass the ball to. Ball's tipped. And, oh, look at that. Timberwolves get the turnover and try to throw it down there. And, they're going to call that foul there. So Beasley's going to go to the free throw line there. You got to be able to secure the basketball. When you're the inbounder, it's your responsibility. You don't throw up no questionable stuff. You make sure that it's only your guy or no guy. Old man says, only highlights, but my uncle said he's worried about our front defensive line. I don't blame him. That's a huge area of concern. I don't know how the drop-off even happened. We went from having guys like the Bosa brothers, Chase Young. We went from guys like that, and then we just flat out just stopped. We're looking like Texas on the defensive line sometimes, which is not a compliment at all when it comes to college football. So I don't know. I'm really hoping that we recruited some guys or something that can come in and make an impact, honestly. Meanwhile, on the wing, kicks it back up top. See what the Grizzlies do with it. Kicks it in the corner. Gets inside there. Oh, nice job getting in front there. Let's see what they call it. Got there, got positioning. But yeah, that's the last thing I need is for it to be a rough year on defense. I'm hoping with the new defense coordinators and stuff like that we can at least change the scheme. I feel like scheme was probably part of the problem as well. So I don't know. But we can't go out there looking like that. We can't go out there looking like that again. Not saying we're going to look like Georgia last year on defense, but we can't go out there looking that bad. Meanwhile, Timberwolves turn the ball over. So here comes the Grizzlies. Put the shot up there, and it is good. So you get the shot and the foul opportunity for an and one. Big job there by Anderson. Let's see. Braden says, in college basketball news, Imani Bates plans to transfer from Memphis. I wonder where he'll go. And so here we go, guys. Kyle Anderson here. He's got 5 points so far in this one. So at the free throw line, looking to add to that total. Free throws up. That is good. All right. 98-95. A 3-point game right now. The Timberwolves with the basketball here. Going to cross half court with about 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Turns on the Jets. Make the pass. Karl-Anthony Towns gets inside. They're going to call that blocking right there. So you get the shot, and then you get a free throw attempt here. And so, yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns, he's been locked in all game long. Let's see. Old man says, yeah, I don't get how or why Ohio State defense was top tier for so many years, but now not looking good. And so I don't get it either because that's always been a pride for us, has been good defense, run the ball, and then lately we've been able to add on some good quarterback play with that, but the defense has been good for so long that it's like, what in the world happened? I don't understand that. And let's see, old man says, by the way, my uncle agrees with you. He said that bum who calls defense needs to get. I was really animated last year because that scheme he was running was not working. By the time that we reached that Oregon game, it was without question that I was just one. I said half the problem is the scheme. Half the problem is the scheme. It was awful. It was the worst thing. Only one defensive coordinator did worse than I think he did in that game, and that was when Texas was trying to play. I think it was the Oklahoma game, and that defense, it was awful. It was awful. My man probably put 3 little play sheets together and said, all right, this is the only thing I know. This is what we're going to run out there. Just go out there and try to make it work. Like I don't know what they were doing, but both like Ohio State, Texas, their defensive coordinators, I said there's no way these teams are bringing them back. No way. And so that made me mad. Then the Michigan game as well. Like it clearly wasn't working. Like it clearly was. They were not that much better than us. So it made no sense. No sense. And let's see, Braden says, wouldn't be surprised if he went to Michigan State. He was going to go there, and then he changed to Memphis. And so Spartans, that's not a bad place to go. If I was playing hoops, I definitely consider them. And then let's see, CJ Verdell ran all over you guys that game. And so I remember I remember because at that time, nobody knew just how good CJ Stroud was. Some even started putting excuses on CJ, not excuse the blame on him, but I was like, he had a good game. CJ Stroud was not the reason we lost that game. At the end, yeah, he turned it over, but he was a freshman and all like that, true freshman that. So I was like, okay, I get that. But honestly, no, it was not on the offense. If anything, he kept us in that game. With the defense, did nothing. We made one stop, and it felt like we won a championship on defense. And I think it was like early fourth quarter or something like that when we needed to make a stop. We made one stop, and then they want to shift the blame to the offense. That had nothing to do with the offense. That was all defense right there. And so still fired up about that, Braden. Still fired up about that. Let's see, Braden says the autocorrect changed it to chair. That's autocorrect for you. That is autocorrect for you. It will change things. Let's see. Old man says, no, it's not his fault. That defense was and is the problem. That is correct. And it's a shame, too, because this is some of the best offenses we've put out there in Ohio State history. And yet our defense just so happened to be one of the worst ones that we put out there. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, if I'm a defensive player and all like that, I mean, who would want to play for the Buckeyes? Like, let's be real. If you're not playing for Bama, and I'm not someone I would not have wanted to go to Bama. There's just too many people that have done it and all like that. But you go to Ohio State and all like that. I mean, we were sending guys, at the defensive end position to get drafted top 5 from the defensive end spot. We were sending guys at the cornerbacks, in the first round at one point. And then, Sean Wade, he kind of dipped down to about that third round and stuff like that. He got exposed in the national championship game. Was not a good look, but he set himself up calling out those receivers like that. But aside from that, I mean, we were sending them. Then all of a sudden I wake up and the defense is gone. We used to be linebacker university out there. I mean, guys like AJ Hawk. I mean, we had linebackers for days out there. But I don't know what happened to the defense, old man. I got to go out there and give these guys a pep talk on the recruiting visits, and just let them know what greatness is on the defensive side of the ball. Meanwhile, Memphis shoots the 3. Gets it to fall. So just like that, every time it looks like, okay, maybe they might can stretch the lead a little bit here. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Minnesota's out there. Offense is looking tremendous. Memphis is right there with them. A1 and AB today. And so gets that shot up there. And so I tell you what, the way the guys are flying around out there on the court, I just hope that throughout this series that everybody just stays healthy. I don't want nobody out there tweaking an ankle or something like that, or a knee or anything like that. I'm just hoping everybody just finishes out this series healthy, because if that's the case, we're going to be in for a tremendous 7-game series, I feel like. And so look at that. Steven Adams, look at the players out there going for the loose ball here. That's playoff basketball. Let's see. Braden says they allowed 45 points in the Rose Bowl. The reason they won was because of Jackson Smith. That gets me excited right there. Jackson Smith. I'm going to say CJ Stroud gets the Heisman next year, and it's going to be because of Jackson Smith. Absolutely. Matter of fact, I'll even take a bold take and say that CJ Stroud's going to surpass Bryce Young when it comes to next year by the time the draft gets there. That's my bold projection, is that he's going to surpass him with all the weapons that he has out there. Receiver coming back. Well, not guys. Well, yeah, everybody coming back that's waiting for their opportunity, that's hungry and stuff like that. With that offense, we're going to go out there and we're going to ball. We're going to probably average definitely over 30 points a game. Over 30 points a game next year. Now, defensively, we might give up over 20-something points a game. Well, over like 25 points a game, but still. Karl Anthony Towns with the throwdown there, okay? 103-98. We got about 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the game. Separated by 5 points here. Grizzlies crossing half court here. Trying to make something happen here. Makes the pass in the corner for 3. And he missed that one, and the Timberwolves get it. And so they've got the numbers game here. Going to kick it out for 3. Missed that one. All right, Memphis gets the rebound here. And so Memphis with the basketball down by 5. Drives in, kicks it in the corner. Kicks it across court here. They got 10 seconds to work with here on the shot clock. Got to make it happen. Puts it up there. Oh, he missed that one. That's one you want to make right there. Timberwolves kicks it in the corner. They're going to shoot a three again, and they hit it. It's like I said, every other shot they take, my goodness, it falls. It falls. Let's see. Old man says, my uncle just said our defense looked like Adam Gase was calling the defense, and the defense quit on them, bum. And so, well, if Adam Gase is calling the defense, well, I mean, as a defensive coordinator alone, he might not be so bad. But I mean, well, I'm sorry. I'm thinking offense, my bad. But absolutely, absolutely. Take back what I just said there. So, yeah, absolutely. And Braden says, good old A.J. Hawk. Oh, yeah, A.J. Hawk, he was, I want to say he was my favorite linebacker to come through Ohio State. And it's close. It's been close. There's been some guys that have been very close. There's him. What was that guy? Lattimore. He was 33 for the Buckeyes at that inside linebacker. Guys like that have really just been tremendous for Ohio State. And so I miss having guys like that on the defense side of the ball. Let's see. Braden says it doesn't look like any of these teams are going to score 150. Well, you never know, Braden. I mean, it might go to overtime, like how JBOT works. It's still a possibility. Still a possibility for sure. All right, Timberwolves set the screen for him. Going to make the pass there, and he lowered his shoulder and elbowed the man and was rewarded with a blocking foul on his defender. And so far in the remainder of this game, now the Grizzlies, they have 2 timeouts remaining. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves, they've got 4 timeouts remaining. Let's see. Old man says, A.J. Hawk is the man. That dude didn't care. He was going to try to kill you. And so, yes, A.J. Hawk, he was the man. He was. I mean, we had some solid Buckeyes come out around that time frame. I mean, some game changers in the NFL. Meanwhile, John Moran makes the pass in the corner, working it around the perimeter here. Everybody touching the ball, gets it inside, and loses the ball, and it's going to be a turnover. So it's going to be a turnover there. I'll tell you what, old man, who was your favorite offensive lineman to come from Ohio State? Your favorite offensive lineman to come from the Ohio State University? Let me know that. For me, I probably would say, I can't remember who was that center that Ohio State had. What year was that around? I remember I was still, I think, in high school. I can't remember the center name that Ohio State used to have during that time frame, but there was a center that was a first-round draft pick. I can't remember his name. It's going to irk me that I can't remember his name. Meanwhile, Grizzlies with the basketball here. Pass it up top, sets the screen for him. Again, they trail by 6 right now. They trail by 6, scores 106 to 100. And so up and under, that one works. All right, gets the 2 points there. 106 to 102 with about 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And so we have a full timeout called by the Timberwolves. I believe it was Nick Mangle. That's his name, Nick Mangle. That is the center that I was referring to earlier in terms of my favorite lineman that come from Ohio State, Nick Mangle, despite the fact that he got drafted by the Jets. In spite of that, at least during his time at Ohio State, he was definitely my favorite. Let's see. Braden says, I think C.J. Stroud is going to be really good next year, and both him and Jackson Smith are going to be in New York for the Heisman ceremony. Absolutely. I'm all for it. I'm all for it, but they just better not disrespect us. I know that much. They better not disrespect us at that Heisman ceremony. I remember when Dwayne Haskins, Dwayne Haskins was in the in the Heisman consideration, and I left that Heisman consideration. I stopped watching because they refused to talk about Dwayne Haskins. They were just talking about, I believe it was Kyler Murray at the time, and who was the other one that they had that year? I cannot remember, but I remember the disrespect I was feeling because I was like, they're not even talking about Haskins at all during that presentation. But yeah, I'm right there with you, Braden. Absolutely, I'm right there with you. Let's see. Braden says bold prediction, and so I mean, I think it's going to happen. I think he's going to go out there. He's going to ball out and have a season so good. you'd have to be a fool in order to not take CJ Stroud first next year after the type of season that he's going to have, especially considering the teams that I think is going to be at the top of the board when it comes to the draft next year. Teams like Atlanta, who may go ahead and take Garrett Wilson. Would you not want to link up Garrett Wilson again with CJ Stroud? I mean, hey, maybe you do that, and who knows? Maybe even you take Ryan Day maybe as well as the head coach. I mean, who knows? Link them all together. Why not? Let's go crazy. The NFL's been going crazy this offseason. Why not? Let's go crazy. Let's see. Braden says, true old man, and he never got a concussion, or as he says. And let's see. Braden says, Corey Lindsey. I'm sorry, Leslie Lindsley. And then Braden says 2. Okay, so it was 2 as well. That's right. I remember it was a Bama quarterback there. So, yeah, it would have had to have been on 2 of that year as well. So, yeah, I remember that. I was upset. And so my friends were like, you're being biased, JB. You're not really seeing the big picture here. But I was like, I don't know what y'all seen. I was like, my man was out there dishing out dimes every time I look. And so, I mean, you think about what Ohio State had with that same roster the year before with JT never air it out Barrett. I mean, his leadership was the only thing I liked about him. I mean, ever since he got hurt that first time, I was like, why is he in there? Why is he in there? I get that he's your boy, Urban, but I was like, why is he in there? We knew what Haskins could do, but Herb, I mean, don't get me started on Herb. The 2 guys he had on the bench, one, runner up in a Heisman, voting, and the other one went on to actually win a Heisman. But yeah, he stuck with JT Barrett. I mean, I'm like, you're too loyal to guys that can't win you the big one. Old man says mine would be Orlando Pace. Orlando Pace, yes, that man was on something because he was just manhandling guys. And so, yes, tremendous career with the Rams. He was a huge part of that offensive line during that time frame. You think that's going back to, I believe, around the time of the Greatest Show on Turf, if I'm not mistaken. His time at the Rams, I believe, started during that era. Meanwhile, Timberwolves here with the basketball. D'Angelo Russell has it up top here, going to make the pass to Anthony Edwards, and Edwards has it, going to shoot the 3 and miss that one. Grizzlies get the rebound. They're down by 4 with about 7 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Making a pass there. Ja Morant has it. Puts the spin, but unable to finish at the rim. Timberwolves with the basketball. 7 minutes left to go. Going to make the pass there and kicks it in the corner, and he's going to possession's going to stay there. They found a way for possession to stay. And so Brooks, he's been going at the officials all game long. He might want to calm down. Let's see. Braden says Notre Dame plays Ohio State to open up the season. And so, yes, I'm looking forward to that because there's nothing that'll make me happier than beating down Notre Dame. However, to beat a team like Notre Dame, you need a good defense. And that's what worries me. That's what worries me. We don't have that defense. Meanwhile, D'Angelo Russell from downtown hits the 3. Big 3-point shot right there. Minnesota's done it all game long, and they're up by 7 right now, 109-102 with about 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies with the basketball, has it up top, drives inside, puts the shot up there, and it is going to be no good. It took some time to roll off the rim, but it's no good. Timberwolves with the basketball, makes the pass, going to shoot the quick 3, but they're going to disregard that. They're going to disregard that because of the foul. Let's see. Braden says Dwayne Haskins was so good. Joe Burrow transferred, and the rest is history. I was so happy for both of those guys. When Joe Burrow went to LSU and stuff like that, I was so happy to see him shine and stuff like that. And then Haskins with us, I was so happy for that. Justin Fields, I was extremely happy with him as well. I mean, you ask me who's my top 3 favorite quarterbacks to go through Ohio State, I'm going to tell you Haskins was one. I'm going to tell you Fields was another. Obviously, CJ Stroud, he's up there as well. But just to say past players, Troy Smith. Troy Smith was another one. That was my favorite up there. And so those 3 right there, those are my favorite 3. And then you add CJ Stroud. Those were really the 4 Buckeye quarterbacks that I really was fully behind and still fully behind with CJ Stroud all the way completely. But Joe Burrow in that transfer, I was extremely happy for him. And that goes to show you put a player in the right system and all like that, they could flourish. They could flourish. Here we go with the Timberwolves. And so, look at that. Putting him on skates. Kicks it out there to Cat. He has it. steps back, shoots it, airballed that one, but they got they got the missed shot and put it up there. So now it's 111 to 102. I love the energy the Timberwolves have been playing with here, guys. We're going to have one heck of a series. I'm telling you that, guys. One heck of a series. Let's see. Old man says, too many missed shots. And so, old man is right. Too many missed shots here. Brooks has the ball here for the Grizzlies. Going to be a foul here. As the old man says, in my opinion, if Haskins went to a team other than Washington, he would have been a great top 15 quarterback. You know what, old man? When the draft was there, I was so concerned and I was scared because I did not want Haskins to go to the Giants. You know how I feel about the Giants. I'm sure you share that as well. I did not want him to go to the Giants. So when they took Daniel Jones instead, I was ecstatic. I was happy. Now, I did not know how bad Washington organization was being ran at that time, but I honestly wish, that he would have ended up in a way more classier organization. That would have been a lot of a better situation for him because that's what he needed, honestly. But no, he went to Washington. And so I don't think the Giants would have been the place either for him because, quite frankly, they're the Giants. They're the Giants. Let's be real. They're the Giants. And so I'll leave it at that. But again, we have yet another timeout here called by the Timberwolves here, a full timeout here. And so with about 4 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter of play, what a game it's been. What a game it's been. And a lot of scoring in this one. We have guys filling out the stat sheet. If you're a stat nerd, you're loving this game today. I mean, for the Timberwolves, you've got Anthony Edwards. He's got 31 points in this one. He's 11 of 20 out there on the court, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He's got 5 assists and 2 blocks and a steal out here. So he's not just scoring, he's impacting the game in other ways as well. Karl Anthony Towns, he's right there with him. He's got 29 points here. He's 11 of 17 out there in the court, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. I love it when stars take care of business at the free throw line. You tell the defense, you can't just go out there and foul me and then expect to mess up my game, So I love that. And it means they're being aggressive as well. He's got 13 rebounds in this one. He's got 2 assists here. His plus minus is plus 10 out there. And then you've got guys like, D'Angelo Russell, he's got 8 points here. You've got McDaniels, he's got 10 points. Beasley, he's got 19 points. I mean, there's 4 guys already on this team that's in double-digit scoring already for the Timberwolves, not to mention another 2 that can probably reach that before the end of this game. And then you look out on the other end for the Grizzlies. You've got Ja Morant. He's got 27 points out there, 7 of 14, 13 of 14 at the free throw line. You've got Brooks. He's got 22 points in this one, 7 of 13 out there on the court. And then you've got Bane. He's got 17 points, 6 of 14 out there on the court. And then you've got Jackson Jr., 10 points. 4 guys as well that's in double digit. And they've got about another guy in Clark that can probably reach that before this game is over. Meanwhile, another 3-point shot there just falling. But now it's a 10-point game. It's a 10-point game. Minnesota's trying to shoot them out the building. Hold on, I think I skipped something here. And then you've got the throwdown right there. So there you go. The throwdown there by Clark. Okay. That's going to put him in double-digit scoring. Let's see. Braden says, I like Fields and Miller as Ohio State quarterback. And so Braxton Miller, I'll never forget that spin move that Braxton Miller had. I mean, my guy just went out there. It's like he pressed the B button, and it was so amazing. That spin move alone got him drafted by the Houston Texans in the 3rd round as a project at receiver. And so I was happy for him. But in reality, if I'm the GM, I probably do that if we're talking round 7 in terms of a quarterback turn receiver type of thing. Probably not round 3. I mean, round 3, unless you got a very creative coach and you've got a really good team already, that's, it didn't work out for him too well with the Houston Texans. But that being said, though, Braxton Miller at Ohio State, he had some great moments. Great moments. Can't forget Cardale Jones either, bringing home that championship. Can't forget Cardale Jones either. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies here. And so, oh, man, we're out. Come on, man. You can't do that now. We're out here, grabbing people and just slinging them to the floor now. Come on, man. You can't do that, Russell. Yeah, that's a personal foul right there. I'd have called it worse than that, honestly. Let me look at the replay and see if it was. All right, so he was swiping at the ball. So, all right. It looked worse than it was at first glance. Let's see, old man says, if we being real, I've never liked Urban even when he was with Ohio State. And so, I mean, Urban, when it came to Urban, I didn't like some things about Urban. I didn't like his loyalty to JT Barrett. That's where I stood with Urban. I did not like his loyalty. I was happy with the recruits he was able to get us. I hated the fact that he hated passing the ball as much as he did. Every time he called a pass play, I feel like he was on the sideline as if that migraine was hurting him. Every time he called a pass play, just for the pass plays, he held some kids back. I feel like he held some kids back at the quarterback position and stuff like that. And so there were some things that, Herb could have did a lot better and stuff like that. But he was tremendous at Florida. And he got us a championship down there at Ohio State. But there were some things that I did not agree with, especially towards the end. I'll never forget when JT Barrett got in, hurt his knee before Wisconsin. And I was just hoping that this was enough to where Herb would just go ahead and say, all right, JT, sit this one out. Big Ten championship game, sit this one out, and let's go ahead and see what Haskins can do, and then let Haskins go out there, have a great game, kind of like we did with Cardale Jones. Let him go out there and we blew out Wisconsin that game. We beat them bad that game. That's what got us into the college football playoffs. But unfortunately, Herb went out there with JT Barrett. The committee said we're not impressed. We didn't get in that year. And so, but yeah, he held some guys back, and they made some mistakes. That game that Ohio State lost to, I think it was Michigan State, it was like Ezekiel Elliott's last year, and they had lost to Ohio State. They lost to Michigan State because they refused to change the run scheme, even though Zeke was basically yelling at them, like, look, they're stopping this. We need to stretch it, but they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't listen. All right. First free throw attempt is up, and it is good. All right. So the Grizzlies trail by 5 now. Minnesota's up 114 to 109 with about 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. John Morant puts the second free throw up. Oh, he missed that one. Big free throw to miss right there. He missed that one. But yeah, old man, I was more of a Jim Tressel type of guy. I hate how things ended with him. And so, it was terrible. It was terrible. Terrell Pryor came in with a lot of hype. And at that time, we were desperate for a quarterback that was going to come in and give us something close to what Troy Smith meant for us at Ohio State. And I really thought Terrell Pryor was going to be that guy, but it cost Jim Tressel his job. Hated that. Old school type of coach, but still loved him. Loved him. All right, meanwhile, Memphis inbounds the ball, makes the pass, wants to get it to Ja, but can't get it to him, makes the pass there, and he puts the shot up there, and oh my goodness, what a great defensive possession there by the Timberwolves. 3 minutes left to go in this one. Let's see, Braden says how many points does Ja Morant has? Right now, he currently has a total of, Ja Morant has a total of 28 points so far. So, yeah, he's got 28 points. Meanwhile, Timberwolves pump fake and gets the 3 to fall. Every time the game gets to about 4 points, 5 points, consistently, Minnesota's done a good job of hitting that 3 that keeps them with the lead. Drives inside there for the Grizzlies. Throws it up there. Able to draw the contact there. That's going to be some free throws. Braden says solid game for him. And so, oh yeah. He's just got to get a couple more points here because I projected he was going to score at least 30 today. So he's got to go ahead and make me look right. So he's got to go ahead and get me that 30. Got Pat Bev. He's got 10 points out there as well. This team's hungry. They're out there playing. They really want this, and I like it. They're not just happy just with being here. And so Memphis missed that free throw. These are big free throws towards the end of the game. You cannot do this. Let's see, Braden says he might need to score over 40 next game, though. And so, Oh yeah. I think he's got to drop a 40-pointer, especially to go down there to Minnesota and get that win and all like that. You got to do that. Gonna have to do that. But you know what? Big time players make big time games and stuff. So I expect him to do it. Free throws up. That's good. All right. 117 to 110. 7-point game with about 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Can Minnesota hold on? All right, that free throw is good as well. 6-point game, guys, with about 2 minutes and 22 seconds. If you think Minnesota's going to win, go ahead and type Minnesota in the chat. If you think Memphis is going to win, go ahead and type Grizzlies in the chat here. And if you think it's going to go to OT, put JB&M in the chat as well. Meanwhile, Minnesota shoots the three, misses that one. Memphis gets the rebound here. Ja Morant has it, going to drive inside. And oh my goodness, nothing but bodies around him. I'll say this, he's willing to sacrifice that 6'3" frame every single time. You see Karl Anthony Towns here. Looks like he's walking with a limp. I mentioned it earlier. You don't want to see guys limping in a game like this. You want to see them able to go out there, move around, all that stuff. They try to get the ball to him. Oh, he's lucky he's able to keep the possession there. Now they have the numbers advantage. Shoots the three and hits the three. They're just shooting Memphis out of their own gym here at this point. Let's see, old man says, man, just another reason I respect and happy KB is a Patriots. KB just bought his parents their own houses. So that is fantastic. That is fantastic right there. So Kendrick Bourne doing big things and happy about that. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. And so old man says the Timberwolves are going to win this one. I'm rooting for the Grizzlies to win the series, but I think the Timberwolves are going to win this game and all that. I mean, every time it comes down to it, it just, I mean, Anthony Edwards, he's got 34 points here. This team shooting lights out from three. They're on fire. They started off this game on fire. They've consistently been dropping points in this one. And so Memphis got to bring it in game two. That's what I'm going to say. Memphis will have to bring it in game two. But, hey, there's still plenty of time. We've seen crazier things happen, guys. And the way that they're scoring, they're definitely in it. They're just going to come up with some defensive stops here for sure. Let's see. Braden says CJ Stroud is playing this upcoming season for Haskins. And so, yes. And so I'll raise the question, how many touchdown passes will CJ Stroud throw for this upcoming season? How many touchdown passes do we think CJ is going to throw for this upcoming season? I'll let you guys go first here before I give my answer. All right, guys, here we go. The Memphis Grizzlies are about to inbound the ball, coming fresh off of that full timeout that they just called. Let's see what play they draw up with 1 minute and 39 seconds to go. Get the ball inbound there. Ja Morant has it at the top. Going to pull the three. Oh, he missed that one. He missed it. And so let's see. Old man says Grizzlies missing too many shots. Yeah, I mean, they fought hard, but every time they made it a like 4-point game, 5-point game, 3-point game, I'm telling you, they get those threes up there. And Minnesota's just shooting lights out right now from downtown. And so if they shoot like this throughout the rest of the playoffs, dangerous, extremely dangerous team to mess with. Let's see. Braden says you're going to make me an Ohio State fan, JB. Hey, we're all recruiting. We're all recruiting and all like that. I know Mike does a lot of recruiting for his Buffalo Bills and stuff like that. But yes, definitely join the train. Now is the time. I mean, it's going to be a lot of star power here on offense for the Buckeyes next year. But we need the defense. We need defense. We need it. All right, so Ja Morant misses that free throw, the first one. Score is still Minnesota 120, Memphis 111. All right, so let's see. Braden says between 45 and 50. All right. I like it. Let's see. Old man says CJ between 35 and 40 touchdowns. Okay. And so I think, personally, I think that CJ Stroud is going to throw for 47 touchdown passes next year. So let's write it down, mark it down. 47 touchdown passes. That's what I'm thinking. 47 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's what I'm thinking for CJ Stroud next year. So that is what I'm thinking. And I like that. I feel confident with all the weapons that we have at receiver. And so I know there's going to be some games where he's going to go out there. He's going to throw about 6-7 touchdowns and stuff like that. That game that he had against Michigan State, especially in the first half, that was insane. That was insane. Now, that was the one game the defense decided to show up for. They showed up for maybe 2 games of the entire season, and that was one of them. But yes, I mean, that one right there, it had me thinking we were going to go all the way because the offense was playing like that. And then the defense finally showed up a little bit. But yeah. This young man says, I just think he will have that many shots because our defense is bad and the other team is going to try and milk the clock. I think it's the opposite, old man. I think because the defense is so bad, the other team's going to be scoring a lot on us. I think that he'll have to score a lot, just like kind of like last year, So definitely a little bit better than that. But I hope that's not the case. I hope our defense can get stops. But if not, then, And again, we got 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. And Minnesota is winning this one 122 to 113. Now, I know at least one of us here thought that one of these teams was going to get 150 points. That didn't happen tonight, but it's very possible that can happen at some point in this series. No doubt about that. And not to mention, old man, many of those touchdowns we had last year, I know we don't have Garrett Wilson coming back and Chris Olave, but we got similar receivers in the work. A lot of those touchdowns, it was 1 play touchdown, 2 plays touchdown, 3 plays touchdowns. So we can score without having a lot of time of possession on the clock. And so that's another thing that bodes well for his possibilities of doing just that. Braden says, the thing that impresses me about Ohio State is how many good receivers have gone to the NFL and played really well. And so, yes, the key part is played really well. Now, there's been some that, I've been like, all right, I'm still waiting to see what you're going to do. Paris Campbell, I'm talking about you. But outside of guys like that, I mean, we've sent a lot of guys out there that have been great. I mean, I remember still to this day, back in 2007, I wanted Bill Belichick so badly to draft Antonio Holmes. He ignored me, ignored my request. But absolutely. We've sent a lot of great receivers, Oh, man says, true, JB. I'm just hoping our defense can get better. I really hope, because if we're going to go somewhere, if we're going to win the Big Ten again, we have to have defense. That was our calling card, was our defense. I hate to put so much pressure on the offense. The defense needs to help out a lot more than what they did last year. We can't do that again. I refuse to watch another team that's not better than us win the division. And that's exactly what happened last year. We saw the team that was not the best in our division represent our division, and that's why the college football playoffs played out like it did. All right, so there you go. D'Angelo Russell hits that free throw. 123 to 113, back to a 10-point game with about 1 minute and 4 seconds left to go. Let's see. Braden says, I wonder who that was that said a team would score 150. What if 80s was here? He would say me. He would put it on me. So, all right, Timberwolves get this one inbounded. And so, they're still there, but they steal it back. To get the steal, then they steal it back. And so the foul there, 54 seconds left. And so this is going to turn the tide in this series if Minnesota holds on, which they should, in terms of home court. But hey, if you can win on another man's court, that bodes well for you. And so, again, in the regular season, these two teams split 2-2. So these are two teams that they're confident against each other. And so that's what's going to make this series that much better. All right, free throw is good. 125 to 113, 12-point game. Let's see, Braden says, I already read that one. Braden says the Timberwolves steal game one. Hey, that's what we love. That's what we love so much when it comes to the NBA playoffs. When a team that's hot, that's young, that's motivated, come out there and steal one. Meanwhile, Ja Morant gets 2 points there. Needed that 2 points right there. All right, let's see. Old man says, my uncle just made a bet for 2,000 that Ohio State winning it all this year. He said, if that bum don't get this defense ready, it's beer throwing season. Your uncle's the MVP, old man, the MVP. But I like it. I like it. Made 2,000 for the Buckeyes there. And so we obviously have the offense to do it. And the Big Ten is certainly winnable. I mean, believe that. Michigan lost a lot of guys on defense. And even without that, I mean, I still feel like the weather played a big factor for the Buckeyes during that game. And I know leading up to that game, the Buckeyes had at least about 12 players that wasn't playing or something like that. So a lot of factors went into that game, especially being on the road in the big house as a freshman. That's a lot. But this time it'll be in Columbus, and this time we're pissed. We're pissed with how things went. So we'll get Michigan this time around. Best believe that. And so as long as we beat Notre Dame, we'll get to the college football playoffs this year. We just got to make sure that defense is worthy of it. We can't go in there looking like how Oklahoma has looked for years every time they've gotten in there. We got to have a defense. We got to have a defense. Because some of the teams will be going against a team like, Bama, Bryce Young. Bama's going to be in there. The committee's probably already penciled them in there. They're going to be in there. So we play a team like that. We got to have a defense. Someone that can get after Bryce Young, get him off that spot. So we can have that shootout between C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young, and our defense can hopefully help us out some because we're going to need some stops. Let's see. Braden says, LOL, old man. So how about that, guys? It has been the road team so far today. The road teams, this road team anyways, that has won. And so we still got about 38 seconds left. Timberwolves with the basketball here. Just passing it around here, melting as much time as you can. They get 2 points here, okay. And so Grizzlies with the basketball here. And so, time is just ticking, and they're just looking at run timeout. We've got air balls here. Another shot going up, guys, just trying to pad the stat sheet. And so this one is a wrap. It is over. It's done. And so the winner of this game is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They went down to the Memphis Grizzlies, the 2 seed, and they took that W on the road, a very big one. So here we go. Let's see. Old man says, JB, last time Ohio State cost my uncle money, he got kicked out the stadium because he started throwing beer at the bench and screaming about how the coach was a bum and deserved to get fired. And so I love that. Love that. Love it. Let's see. Old man says, and people want to know why I am the way I am when it comes to sports. Absolutely. Absolutely. Braden says, wow, old man. But that concludes the game here. Braden says, see ya, JB. Yes, see ya, Braden. And so again, tomorrow we'll get to see the Brooklyn versus the Boston Celtics as they play. So certainly we'll be looking forward to seeing that one tomorrow, guys. But you guys enjoy the rest of the playoffs, whether you're watching the rest of the NBA rest of the day. If you do get to check out the USFL, all that stuff, definitely looking forward to seeing that as well. But hey, it's a great day. Enjoy it. We've got sports. And so what could be better than that, guys? But absolutely appreciate you guys so much for coming out and joining. Going to go ahead and end the stream. But see you guys tomorrow around the same time. You guys take care. Let's see real quick. Old man says, I can't even go to WWE no more because my dad threw a batter at the mitts. And so, wow, that's let's see. Old man says, another great stream, JBC tomorrow. Yes, see you guys tomorrow. And so, definitely enjoy the rest of these playoff games. And we'll definitely talk about it tomorrow. But see you guys tomorrow and take care.